You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
Ladies and gentlemen.
All I know is you never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
What is it with you and this obsession with this varsity crap?
People come to us because we don't sell them an engine.
They can't refuse because of the implication.
You wonder ever you're a bad man?
World needs bad men. We keep the other bad men from the door. Some things are a matter of duty.
The world's greatest radio show in Tennessee.
That doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough to dispute it.
And I was about to take advice from a clown who dives headfirst into the shallow end of the pool.
It's Talk Sports with John Reed and Cody McClure.
If it is to be said, so it be. So it is. So it is.
It's a Tennessee thing.
Well, I'm holding on.
Back in the booth, back on the airwaves, coming at you live from the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. John Reed, Cody McClure, Sam Beard, and Bad News Bubba. It is Talk Sports. It is Tuesday, March 3rd. Let's talk about it. What's up, Cody?
Oh, good morning. How's everybody doing?
Good. We're good, Cody.
It's good to be here. Good to be anywhere.
It's good to see you, Poppy.
Yeah, you too. The gas prices are going up. Good morning to the freaks. I was listening to a guy who was telling me about the gas prices are going to skyrocket. And I was like, oh no, skyrocket sounds bad. And then he said, by Memorial Day, 25 to 40 cents more. And I was like, well, that doesn't sound that bad. Doesn't sound like a skyrocket. A skyrocket to me feels like, if it's $2.49 a gallon, it goes up to, I don't know, $3.89 a gallon.
Yeah, that's skyrocket.
Yeah.
Boys over there they probably don't remember
You take
that.
your damn California mindset. That's making a man dry right there.
Well, it brings me to the question. This is why I pose the question. What do you guys consider too much to pay for gas? What do you think is too much?
50 cents was too much for me. That's why I went electric.
Oh, yeah, I guess you don't have to worry about this anymore, do you?
That's right.
Well
into the threes?
Well into the threes?
Anything over $1.50.
Okay, Bubba, you're living in 1982.
I've got it for that cheap before.
Well, yeah. There were places in Tennessee, actually, that it was as low as $1.89 recently, which is pretty outstanding. You say well into the threes, Sam? Like if you're paying $3.29, you're like, it's pretty high right now, but you're not like, you're not like kicking yourself.
I think at that price, you're like, man, I've seen this a whole lot lower, but it's probably not one that you're like driving away from the gas station and being like, I'm not going to fill up my car.
Yeah. I think once it gets up at 350, 360, that's when I start to be like, okay, this is bad. But Bubba, you're right though, that California, once you do that for just a couple of months, that hits you hard.
What was the most you ever spent in California?
Oh my God. Well, I tell you, the most I ever saw was over $7.
Oh my God.
But that was in Beverly Hills, which they're getting charged a premium. So typically you wouldn't have to pay that. A good deal, from what I could remember, is if I could keep it in the fours. and that was like, January, February, March. I imagine it was higher during the summer, but I wasn't there in the summer. But if I could keep it in the fours, there was a little Arco station a few blocks from me that had it at 489 for a good bit of time I was there, and that was the lowest in town I could find. So I would get it there, but a lot of places well into the $5, $6.
Right when I first started driving is when it went up back in 07, 08. I mean, that was maybe not right when I very first started driving, but within like a year. And then when I went to college, when I was in college in Murfreesboro, that's where I went for my first semester. It was over $4 a gallon, and I drove a big Expedition.
Yeah.
So it was bad timing. Like when I was in high school, Pops still peel me off 20 from time to time. Frequently peel me off at 20 or be like, hey, meet me at the gas station, I'll fill you up, that type of stuff. But when I went to college, it was on my own. I did not keep the Expedition very long whenever I went to college because I'd only get paid if I was there in person. He'd only fill me up if I was in person.
Oh, yeah.
So like when I got to Murfreesboro, there wasn't a lot of cruising around or sitting still. It was or there wasn't a lot of cruising around or bouncing around. I just left it parked, and then I was like, you know what, this isn't logical for me to drive this big ass car anymore. So I got rid of it.
Did you think about getting a job?
When I was in college, no, not really.
Yeah, my dad always wanted me to get a job, and I never really did.
I always worked through high school, and when I was back in Knoxville, I had a couple jobs, or was always able to go down to the farm in the afternoons if I needed to, make a little money, make Pops happy. But when I was in Murfreesboro, no, not really. I was only there for a semester.
Yeah,
wasn't going to get a job out there. I had made up my mind pretty quickly I was going to leave. So, no, it didn't work. Didn't work while I was there.
So you did one semester.
Yeah, only one semester
away.
Yeah,
I was and then you did.
This isn't meant for me.
You did community college.
Yeah,
and then you went to UT the last 2 years.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I did.
Yeah,
you know we were on the same exact.
Sure,
we did the same exact thing.
Yeah,
went
twins.
to a smaller state school for a semester.
Well, MTSU was bigger than UT, or it was back in 08. The enrollment.
Is that right?
It was in 08. I don't know about
Really?
I don't know about now, but they had passed UT in enrollment, mostly because they were taking people like me with no questions asked.
Yeah. Did you fail out?
No, but I probably would have the next semester. I was not a good freshman year student.
Did you take
it? Really didn't take it until like junior year until I actually like kind of locked in. I was a pretty bad student.
That's what it was for me too. I had to get into the major. Once I got into the major, I enjoyed it.
And that's why we're sitting here talking to you on the radio.
Yeah. They say the most intelligent people don't care about the gen ed stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's true. I think intelligent people, a lot of them still care about everything. They take pride in their work.
I don't know. But
no, like 8 a.m. music class freshman year, going to this big ass auditorium and listening to classical music, that was pretty tough for me to motivate myself to wake up to go to.
My first semester, I had 5 classes. I passed one, I dropped one, and I failed 3. I should have dropped more. I don't know why I didn't use more drops. But I had to really correct that in community college, which I did. I did well in community college. I had like over a 3.0 because it was so easy.
When I got to UT, I had to basically, like, summer school saved me. Summer school would always like fix the GPA and get me the classes I need. I would usually take at least 12, 15 hours in summer school, and you were able to really lock in. There weren't any distractions.
Yeah.
No friends there partying for the most part. You had to go every day because it was like a month and a half sprint. So it was good for me. That's the only reason I graduated was summer school.
Yeah. You could get it done quicker too.
Well, yeah, and you had to go.
It's like a 6-week class.
Yeah, you had to stay locked in. Give me 3.5 months, and then throw in football season and parties and drinking and pool days. I was like, it wasn't good for me in the fall and spring, but summer, I was like, you know what? Let's go to class for the first 4 hours, then we can go to the pool.
That's the discipline.
Yeah. Yeah, but I remember gas getting over $4. David in the chat says it almost got up to $5, but That I don't really remember that. Like 420 is kind of the most I remember it getting to. Not saying he's wrong, just saying I don't really remember that. I also didn't live in a big city at the time. Like I said, I was either at Murfreesboro or I was back home in like Sweetwater, Athens.
Yeah, I would have still been in Batesville. I remember it got high, and like people there were complaining about it, but it wasn't $5.
Actually, there was a storm. I remember now. No, now that he mentions that, there was a storm that it got to $5. I remember. It just so happened to be the weekend that all my friends came to visit me, and then ended up driving us back to Knoxville. So I woke up at Knoxville, and gas was $5 a gallon. I do remember that because I was like, "What the hell? Why am I here? And why did we bring my car here? This is terrible."
Yeah.
It was like $130. It was $100 every time to fill up my tank back when gas was $4 a gallon.
Oh, yeah.
My tank was 27 gallons.
Jeez. I remember filling up the Tahoe one time paying like $86.
$100 a pop.
That hits you in the pocket.
Yeah.
I mean, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's like a monthly electric bill.
Yeah, like I said, when I got to college, I quickly was like, you know what? I don't need this big-ass car anymore. It was cool in high school, but I'm going to go ahead and sell this.
Hard to Uber in that.
Well, there's no Ubering, but yeah. Could have done the XL maybe. Mm-hmm. Sam, how are you this morning?
I'm pretty solid. My neck is in a lot of pain. I woke up just on my couch at like 2 a.m. just in a very odd position.
What about your back?
Trivia halfway done.
Oh, you're in shambles over there.
Yeah. My back, I think my back's just always messed up because I don't think it's hurting.
Okay.
But my neck is down bad.
Did trivia catch you by surprise? Like you didn't know it was going to be here on Tuesday morning?
No, I had a lot of things to do, and that was like, all right, I'm going to do that tomorrow night. And then I ate dinner, and then I just
you fell asleep.
So damn tired watching that basketball game. And then
what basketball game?
Iowa State,
yeah.
Arizona, yeah.
Oh yeah,
that was a blowout, right? You don't know?
Sleep in the middle of the game.
I was gonna say it was a blowout whenever I was watching. I didn't know.
I know Arizona won.
Yeah, I didn't
Arizona kicked their ass. I watched like the entire second half because I had an alternate over and I missed it.
I didn't know if it ever got good. Alternate over, as in you made it even harder to make the over, or you tried to buy it down.
I got a mystery boost yesterday, 100% profit boost. I said, "Oh boy,
let's go!"
So I did Duke covering. Easy. And the over.
Duke's a wagon right now.
Yeah, Duke's kicking ass.
Feels like Duke, Michigan, and Arizona are just all teams that are just laying waste to everyone. Honestly, Florida, too.
I thought maybe Houston was going to be that fourth team a couple weeks ago. It's not them. Yeah, maybe it's Florida. Maybe those are the four teams.
I had my Duke and Arizona covering easy, and then I had alternate totals. So I had over in both games. So I went 3 for 4, and then I couldn't get enough points at Iowa State to meet my mark.
If you had taken the under in Arizona, Iowa State, that would have been a winner.
Well, the last time I took an under in an Iowa State game, and it went over, so I overcorrected.
That's gambling, baby.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Bubba? How you feeling over there?
Hey, John. I don't know how I'm feeling.
Still coughing, I hear.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Sound like a man who's been punched in the gut a couple of times.
It feels that way.
Did you go to the walk-in clinic like I told you?
No, sir.
All right, when it ends up being pneumonia, I don't want to hear you crying about it.
You got to pick and choose your times and stuff, and I'm picking other things over my health.
That's good. Whenever it turns into pneumonia, I don't want to hear you crying.
I'll face the consequences.
You'll still be expected to be here.
Okay.
Just don't die.
I hope not.
Stay alive, like the Bee Gees.
I watched, went through, caught up. I missed the debut of season 50 of Survivor, but I knocked it out last night. Got that going. Got caught up on that. Just a beautiful show.
You know what Sunday is?
International Women's Day?
No.
Yes.
I mean, maybe.
It is.
Yeah.
International Women's Day.
You know what else it is?
The day we lose an hour of time.
Yep. That's what I was going to say.
It's that time of year, every damn year.
We spring forward at 2 a.m. Sunday.
Every damn year. Every time they try to give me a birthday, I always lose an hour. Every damn time. Either it's Saturday night I lose an hour or Sunday morning I lose an hour, but it's always losing an hour.
But look at the daylight you gain.
Yeah, it is kind of nice.
It's beautiful.
my next year going around the moon just it always perks me up a little bit. Okay, well, good segment. We'll talk some sports coming up. Stick with us right here on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching for Fan Run Sports.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Hey, Vols fans. Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Good morning, sports fans. I'm Aiden Sidoti, and this is your TalkSports update for Tuesday, March 3rd. The Houston Texans are making moves ahead of free agency, agreeing to acquire running back David Montgomery from the Detroit Lions in exchange for offensive lineman Juice Scruggs and 2 draft picks as Houston looks to bolster its backfield for 2026. In college hoops, 2 future 1 seeds locked up outright conference titles on Monday night as Duke rolled past NC State 93-64 behind a dominant 26-point performance from Cam Boozer, securing the ACC crown. Out west, Arizona claimed the Big 12 title with a 73-57 win over Iowa State, led by 17 points from Jaden Bradley. Tennessee freshman forward Nate Ament will be out tonight against South Carolina as he's sidelined with a right leg injury he suffered in Saturday's loss to Alabama. His timetable to return remains uncertain as the Vols tip off in Columbia at 6 p.m. Eastern on the SEC Network. And in the NBA, Wizards guard Trae Young made headlines before even making his debut Thursday in Washington. Young was ejected Monday for leaving the bench early during the Wizards' 123-118 loss to the Houston Rockets, marking his first ejection with his new team. And that's your Talk Sports update. Have a great Tuesday.
Back in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Drink the lights, refreshing White Claw Hard Seltzer. You heard Aiden right there during the TalkSports sports updates, but no Nate Ament tonight for the Vols as they head to South Carolina.
Oh, we play tonight, don't we?
We play tonight, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
I had kind of forgotten that we have a game tonight.
Early start, 6 o'clock. Tennessee freshman Nate Ament will not play tonight as he deals with a ankle sprain. There's been some talk. It was reported by a national guy that it's a high ankle sprain. I saw Mike Wilson over on VolQuest said he has not heard high ankle sprain, but either way, something going on with an ankle. Nate Ament re-aggravated it from an injury he had against Missouri. He played through it. Tried to give it a go against Alabama. Re-aggravated it. Came out in the second half. Tried to play again. Couldn't. So they're going to sit him. I maintain I'm not expecting to see him before the actual NCAA tournament. That's how I feel.
Okay. This team needs some vibes.
Yeah. I mean, the vibes had
2 in a row.
The vibes had been going in the right direction up until the Missouri game.
Yeah.
Vibes are pretty high before then.
The current, what would you call it, super redneck take going around is that Ament needs to get out there and play because he's getting paid $4 million.
Who said that?
Redneck circles.
People on the drive?
Well, Basilio.
Basilio or Basilio's callers?
No, Basilio's not saying it. I was listening to Tony yesterday, though, and he said that people in his chat were, and his comments were saying Nate needs to get out there and play. He's making $4 million. He needs to be tougher.
I didn't get any of that in my mentions yesterday, but I did get one guy saying this is why you don't recruit those type of players.
Well, I mean, you're not getting a return on investment when he's not on the floor.
I mean, a free player ain't going to get out there and play either. JP Estrella, ain't like he, for the love of the game, was out here suiting it up through foot issues. I mean, he's set plenty of games.
Yeah. You just hope he's ready for the big tournament, don't you?
Well, that's my goal, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care about the South Carolina game. Hell, honestly, win or lose, whatever. I mean, obviously, I want to win.
Well, he's got, basically 16 days, right, before the big tournament.
Right.
Thursday, March 19th, Friday, March 20th, I think, is when we get going. Is that right? Yeah. So,
yeah, 2 weeks from now will be, you'll be on that Tuesday as the tournament gets ready to start with the play-ins and such. And then, of course, like Cody said, either Thursday or Friday will be Tennessee's.
Have we already written off top 4 SEC seed? Is that just done for?
No, because
I don't like doing all that math. I'm just play the game and let someone.
The math is easy. I was looking at it yesterday. Okay. If we win our 2 games, Kentucky has to play Florida Saturday, so that's an L. Mm-hmm. And then we would need Arkansas to lose to Missouri. I believe is the math that not Arkansas. We would need Missouri to lose to Arkansas.
Okay, that makes more sense.
That's what I meant. Yeah, because we find ourselves in a 10-6 tie right now with Missouri and Kentucky,
and you're on the wrong side of both tiebreakers with both Missouri and Kentucky.
We need Arkansas to beat Missouri, which I think is probably a likely result, although it is in Como, so that one could be tricky. And then you assume Florida will beat Kentucky's ass.
Is that in Gainesville?
No, it's in Lexington. But
I expect them to win. Yeah, it's obviously a tougher game.
Yeah.
It's a 15-point win instead of a 35-point win.
Sure. Yeah, most likely.
We could bet on those 3 results if we want to parlay 3 things into some plus odds for us to be a top 4 seed in the SEC tournament.
Are all 3 of those games Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a season finale for both Missouri and Kentucky?
Yeah, and I don't think Missouri or Kentucky are in losing spots in the midweek from what I remember looking at.
Okay.
Missouri's got Oklahoma. Kentucky has A&M.
Missouri at Oklahoma tonight is definitely a losing spot. And honestly, Cody, I would say that Kentucky going to A&M is definitely a losing spot. So I disagree with that.
Okay, well,
summation.
Well, I'm
I don't know ball.
Okay,
the hell are you talking about?
What I meant?
I would imagine they're underdogs. I'd imagine that Oklahoma and A&M are favored. Yeah, they're both.
If I could explain myself,
they're both 1.5 point favorites tonight.
If I could explain myself, I think.
Please try.
What I meant was Saturday looks like a more likely loss for both teams.
There's a chance that you go into Saturday, hell, with it already clinched. If you win tonight and both those teams lose, would that do it? I mean, that wouldn't do it. Tennessee has to win both the games. Well, there's a chance not that you'd have it clinched, not that you'd have it clinched, but that you could not win another game. Right? Hold on. Let me say this again. You could beat South Carolina tonight, lose Saturday, and still be a top 4 team. Is what I'm trying to say. Realistically,
if they also both lose Saturday,
yeah, which is possible.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't think both those teams are going to lose both games.
Now Vandy at 9-7 and Texas at 9-7. Who knows? Maybe they.
What I meant was that Kentucky playing Florida was harder than Kentucky playing A&M.
Sure.
And Missouri playing Arkansas was harder than Missouri playing Oklahoma. Is what I meant.
Yeah, the sky's blue if you're just going to say obvious stuff.
Either way, we still have a chance at a top 4 seed. But the biggest thing with our team is the thing that's been a thing all year is we got to handle our business. We got to take care of our business.
I don't know if I even care about the top 4 seed right now.
Okay.
Do I sound too down on the boys right now?
A little bit. We're still ranked 23rd.
Yeah, we didn't fall out of the top 25 after going 0-2, which seems kind of crazy.
Hey,
but
both losses were close.
Both losses were close. I guess they looked and said, hey, we're not going to punish these boys too much. And when I say I don't care about the top 4, that's not exactly right, because I just want to remove the awful loss out of the equation on Thursday night. I'd rather not play Thursday night and just get the double bye. But to me, it all comes down to Nate Ament. Like the rest of the season, you're not going to move up to a 3 seed, obviously.
Yeah, you're going to lose Saturday, most likely.
And when I say a 3 seed, I'm talking about the NCAA tournament. You're not moving up to a 3 seed there.
Oh yeah, no, that's cooked.
The difference between a 4 seed and a 5 seed, I don't think is that big. And, honestly, the difference between a 5 seed and a 6 seed, I don't think is that big. I think 6 seeds actually have more success getting to the Elite 8 than 4 or 5 seeds probably do.
4 or 5 is going to have to play a 1.
Right.
Whereas a 6 seed would play a 2,
right,
but have to play the 3 first.
Right. But also have to play an 11 seed that's going to be tougher than a 12 seed or a 13 seed, sure. But I'm just saying, like, it doesn't matter to me in the grand scheme of things at this point, whether we're 4, 5, or 6. It just kind of is what it is. You're going to have to avoid an upset in round 1 and then pull an upset in round 2 or beat somebody that's an equal team to you.
We're pretty much going to be locked in to, like, we're not going to drop below a 6.
Not unless you lose to South Carolina and Vandy and the first team in the first game in the SEC tournament. Maybe you get punished there. But, yeah, like the seeding thing is kind of dead to me. So now the biggest thing, the elephant in the room, the main focus, whatever you want to call it, to me is Nate Ament's health. Because this team ain't going nowhere without him.
Yeah, the ceiling is not, I don't think it's very high without him on the floor.
They can win tonight. They should still win tonight without him.
Well,
I mean,
they must win
like
tonight.
Him being out, I don't think has affected the point spread too much. You're still, I want to say, 8.5 point favorites in this game.
You got to win tonight. You're playing the worst team in the league.
Yeah.
And we've been pretty good against the worst teams in the league.
And honestly, I don't want to call it a blessing in disguise because it's not that. But if I'm looking like good news Bubba, I'm okay with Amari Evans getting some more minutes. I would love if Amari Evans earned the trust of the coaching staff over the next 2 games to the point where Rick Barnes felt comfortable playing him out there with Nate Ament, both of those guys together. I would love that. That would make me really excited if Amari Evans or just another guard, in these extra minutes stepped up and played better and earned some trust. that could be a blessing. It's not like Nate Ament played great against Vandy the first go-round, so you might still be expected to beat Vandy on Saturday without it.
Would you like a fun fact?
Obviously.
All the teams below us in the standings
are teams we've beaten.
We are undefeated against.
Yeah.
The teams ahead of us in the standings, we're 1-6.
That's good. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're 9-0 against all the teams below us, and then we are 1-6 against Florida, Bama, Arkansas, Mizzou, and Kentucky.
Yeah. Now with Mizzou and Arkansas, I would have liked to see what would have happened if they came to Knoxville. Hell, with Alabama, I'd like to see what would have happened if we didn't, lose our best player. But even then, we still should have won the game. So I still feel like we're fine against all those teams. Like if you're talking about the SEC tournament or hell, even the NCAA tournament, the only team that scares me on that list is Florida. I'd roll the ball out and play with any of those guys again on a neutral court.
Yeah, you probably beat Kentucky on a neutral court.
I'd take my chances. I mean,
last year.
I don't feel as confident as I did last year. Like last year, I was like, hey, we're the better team. They got lucky with some three-point shooting. We had some really bad three-point shooting. Zakai got hurt, yada, yada, yada. I said, hey, run that back.
Hey, at least we're not Auburn.
I'll tell you one thing to say at least we're not Auburn. I told you we play at 6 o'clock tonight.
Yes.
Did you notice that they play at 10 p.m.?
What? No.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Why
Auburn plays on the SEC Network tonight at 10 p.m. against.
Are they playing on the West Coast?
No, they're playing LSU at home. So, hey, remember when you lost to Ole Miss and you lost to, Mississippi State the last couple games? Get out here and catch the fever. Auburn hosting LSU, 10 p.m.
I didn't even know we had 10 p.m. Eastern time games.
I don't know what's going on. There's something going on tomorrow. What's going on tomorrow, Sam, in sports? Is there anything,
Conference
special?
Tournaments, but
is that it? Maybe that's why, because the SEC is absolutely loaded tonight. There's only one SEC game tomorrow. They've got 7 tonight and 1 tomorrow.
That would make sense.
Okay, so
it's the start of conference tournaments. I don't know, but that would make sense.
Well, that must be it. I didn't know if I didn't think the ESPN gave. No, ESPN's playing the NBA tomorrow because the Hawks and Bucks are playing at 9:30 on ESPN. Did they bump the SEC off for Hawks Bucks? They're like, hey, it's NBA season coming up.
Yeah, I mean, all the conference tournaments that I'm seeing that are starting are just like ESPN Plus games.
Yeah. I don't know. I was looking at the schedule this weekend, and I saw that we played at 6 o'clock. I was like, oh, that's nice. And then I looked. I was like, oh, my God, Auburn plays at 10 p.m. tonight? So, yeah, the SEC Network's running a triple header. Tennessee at South Carolina at 6. Mississippi State at Florida at 8. And then, LSU Auburn at 10, which means really it's probably going to be 10:15 when you look at the start time there. That's gross.
I mean, I
Brett
guess
just
it
texted
is.
me and said the SEC women's tournament is starting.
There we go. That makes sense.
Yes.
That makes sense.
That's it.
Because, there's 7 SEC games tonight and then only Texas, Arkansas tomorrow on ESPN2 at 7 o'clock.
I guess it is Central Time, at least, for Auburn.
Sure.
Makes it a little better.
Yeah, you'll get Auburn A&M at 6 o'clock, women's, and then Missouri Bama at 8:30.
Okay.
I assume Auburn is in Central Time.
I believe you're right.
I think it is.
Is all of Alabama not Central Time?
Well, that's what I'm wondering because it's.
I'm pretty confident all of Alabama.
Right on the verge,
No.
Valley, Alabama, where it's right on the border of West Point, Georgia, in that area.
Okay.
Auburn is in Eastern Alabama, that's why I questioned it a little bit, but I think they're probably Central Time. I hear them doggies out there. They're fired up.
Sam, what's your level of concern with Nate Ament's injury status?
Out of 10, 100?
You could do it out of 100 if you want.
Probably a 78.
And when you say 78, that's 78 that it's just going to linger the rest of the year, 78 that he's out for the season. What do you...
78 that, even if he comes back, he's just not 100% of what he's been over the last month and a half, kind of what we've seen. And I don't know. I just don't think this team's talented enough around him to have a 80% Nate Ament kind of puts you over the edge, I think.
Cody,
100.
You're 100% concerned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that my hopes and dreams for this basketball team live and die with Nate Ament's ability to play. Because we ain't going nowhere without him. Maybe the second round. Maybe.
The only part of me that's like holding out hope is that, maybe it is just an ankle sprain and giving him what you said. What was it, 17 days?
It's, basically 2 weeks to get ready to practice.
There's not going to be any other teams, star players that are taking 17 days off before the tournament. So I think you're just hoping and praying that he can come back and be fresh. And maybe you're playing, teams that are obviously making their way through the grind of the season, and you've got a 5-star that's maybe kind of got some fresh tires on him.
The VolQuest guys in their Monday chat last night said it was 100% likelihood. They considered 100% proposition that he plays another game at Tennessee. So they're not concerned in the least bit that he shuts it down, that he just says, hey, let's get this ankle healthy. Hey, let's get ready for the draft. They say that's not happening.
I think Barnes tried to get ahead of that narrative too.
He did.
With what he said about it, that, he's obviously hurt because he's the toughest kid there is out there. Like, he would be playing.
And I will say that Nate Ament has played through an ankle issue reportedly all season. I mean, there's been talk since, late November, early December that he was dealing with an ankle issue, and it hasn't slowed him down, or at least kept him off the court. I can't say it hasn't slowed him down. Maybe
I feel like you've seen him almost every game over the last 2 weeks. Like, at some point, some play happens, and you can see him going down the court, just wincing a little bit, but he still keeps going.
Well, yeah, Vanderbilt beat his ass. They took him to the ground a couple times, and he was slow to get up. But, yeah, he did keep getting up and playing. And then he gets hurt at the beginning of the Missouri game and is back in the game there after the next TV timeout. So, I agree with what Rick Barnes said. Without knowing and without being there and without seeing it, firsthand, up close and personal, Nate Ament does seem tough, and it does seem like he wants to play, and it does seem like he likes being a Vol and all those things. So I think I echo what the VolQuest guys say. I don't know if I'd say 100%, but I'm very confident that he plays again. I just don't think he plays again till the NCAA tournament. That's where I'm kind of planting my flag. And that's just me using logic and speculation. I think if you get to Saturday and you beat South Carolina, if you're in control of your own destiny, let's say Kentucky and Missouri lose tonight and you're in control of your destiny where you win, you're a top 4 seed, maybe Barnes would have some nudging. Maybe there'd feel like a real pressure to get him out on the court to secure that. But even then, I think you just give him the extra 4 or 5 days to rest.
0 to 100, how much do you care about having a chance to win Saturday in the SEC tournament?
Winning Saturday in Nashville, not yes. Saturday against Vanderbilt.
Right.
I care a lot about that. I'm not one of those people that don't care about the SEC tournaments. I'd put it at 7, 80, 83, 84. It's important to me. It's not do or die. But last year, I was really, really invested in beating that Auburn team when that game rolled up on Saturday.
Me too. I was in Vegas. That was fun.
I really wanted to beat that team. I was fired up. I thought it meant something. It was one of, if not the biggest game of the year up until that point. Obviously, the championship against Florida, the Elite Eight game, the Sweet 16 game. Obviously, that past that. But up until the point, you could have told me that Auburn in the SEC semifinals was the biggest game of the year.
And you retired Bruce Pearl from conference games except for the Final Four against Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
You were his last SEC loss in the regular season or SEC
that was sanctioned by the SEC.
Right. So that's cool. Well, you might have a better path if you don't get the 4 seed to get to Sunday.
Right.
So keep that in mind, because if we're the 4, we'll play Florida.
Now, I say 83. That's me kind of knowing how fired up I'll be whenever we actually get there. If you're asking me how I feel right now about it, 50. 45, like whatever. And there is some of that too, like beating, let's just say Arkansas in the the 3-6 matchup or the 2-3 matchup, whatever it would be. It'd be cool. It wouldn't be as cool as beating Auburn last year in the rematch, beating Bruce Pearl. Especially with like Florida, if Florida was still there as the 1 seed, like you'd probably know you weren't beating them in the SEC championship.
Right. Yeah, I mean, nobody's going to.
Like last year, did you feel that way after beating Auburn? Like I remember thinking, like, we could beat Florida.
Well, yeah.
We'd beaten them, in Knoxville without our two, rotation players and Igor and Zakai. So I thought, we could play with them. Yeah, this year, I don't really feel that way.
At that point, we thought we had a chance. We didn't know that they were going to be a juggernaut and run all the way to the national championship.
And, I mean, we did have a chance. Jordan Gainey put the team on his back, and I believe we got that lead all the way down to 5. Maybe 7 was the closest, but like 5 or 7, with 6 or 7 minutes left, the place was rocking. You had a chance. So, like, I'll say 83 because I know I'll be fired up whenever Friday and Saturday of the SEC tournament rolls around. But, like, right now, it's not really on my radar. It's to me, it's about getting Nate Ament healthy.
Would you rather have our team without Nate Ament or Miami, Ohio's team?
There is something probably to be said about having the ultimate confidence of knowing you could just always pull the game out and you don't know what losing feels like. But I watched them. I watched them on Friday night, or maybe it was Thursday night last week. Whenever they played Western Michigan and they were down like 9 with like 7 minutes left, I put the game on. That was on Friday. I put the game on and watched them, and they got some good players at that level. But I don't think they can play on a court against an actual good team. I would still.
What would they be in the SEC? I mean,
they'd be just as good as South Carolina, but that's like they'd beat them.
Yeah,
but like no, like they're not like an actual. They're not St. Joe's a couple years. They're not a couple years ago. Hell, 20-something years ago at this point. When Jameer Nelson and Delonte West were out there and they had 2 NBA guards, like that team. You remember them? Like they were undefeated for a long time.
St. Joe's.
Yeah, you remember when they made when they were like a 1 seed.
What year was that?
2000, I want to say 2.
No, I don't remember that.
Sam, Bubba, I mean, like I know that was before your time, but do you remember hearing about St. Joe's, that team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't like remember the specifics on them.
Yeah, I mean they
I just know they get kind of grouped in with all those like Cinderellas that you want to talk about.
I mean, they weren't a Cinderella. They were a 1 seed. They were a 1 seed, and they were number 5. They were like they got as high as number 1 in the country. And they were preseason, like they had been really good the year before, or at least had made enough noise to where they came into the season ranked in the preseason. They were coached by a respected guy, Phil Martelli. But yeah, they had 2 NBA guards. They had Delonte West and Jameer Nelson, and I guess that was 04 instead.
Delonte West.
Yeah, I said 02, but that was 04.
He's homeless now.
Yeah,
sad.
Yeah, he is.
Miami, Ohio is going to be 31-0 after this week because they play a couple more bums in the MAC.
I don't know if you could pencil it in because the pressure is starting to get to them and they're getting everybody's best shot because Western Michigan was 10-18 and Western Michigan was beating them with 7 minutes left.
Well, maybe not pencil it in, but I'd say odds are they're going to be 31-0. And then when they go into their conference tournament, that's going to be an interesting narrative to me is if they don't win it. Because there are, like, Akron in that league is 24-5.
Yeah.
Like, they're a decent team. Kent State, I mean, they're like 21-8. The rest of the conference kind of sucks. But if Miami, Ohio doesn't win that conference tournament and goes in at, 33-1 or whatever, it's going to be interesting.
It does kind of feel a little absurd to think of them as a damn 1 seed. St. Joe's is a 1 seed.
What league were they in back then?
The A10. And they were 27-0, and then they got to the conference tournament and lost the first game in the conference tournament.
Who else was the A10? Was that like Xavier?
Yeah, and like St. Bonaventure and Rhode Island.
Yeah.
UMass.
Was there like national scuttle of just like why are we letting a team like this in this conference like be a 1 seed? Like I just feel like
I don't remember
in today's age of metrics and stuff like that just would
yeah
never happen.
Well, yeah, we didn't do the metrics back then, and yeah, they had beaten Gonzaga, who was top 10, and they beat them game 1. So I think that
Gonzaga's been around forever.
So I think that got them a good start. But yeah, I mean they didn't really beat anybody after that. Then they did lose their first tournament game in the conference tournament to Xavier.
What happened to them in the big
They
tournament?
lost to the heartbreaker in the Elite Eight to Oklahoma State. A good Oklahoma State team.
Okay, they made the Elite Eight though.
Yeah, and Oklahoma State was really good. I mean, they had Tony Allen. They had a good
Oklahoma
squad.
State got to a Final Four.
Yeah,
in 2002.
Yeah, let's go to break. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Here at Fan Run Radio, we're not just some podcaster streaming from his mother's basement, but we're also not a bunch of mouthpieces on state-run radio telling you what we've been told to say. We're the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Hey, it's Russell Smith here for ECR Total Landscapes. I had the ECR crew out to my house last year to remove multiple trees on my property, and I couldn't be more satisfied with the work they did. Not only did they cut down several trees that were too close to my house, they also grinded the stumps and cleaned up the work site, leaving my yard looking better than before. Take it from me, if you've got a dangerous, overgrown, or storm-damaged tree that's threatening your home, your car, or your family, don't risk it. Do what I did. Call ECR Total Landscapes for a free estimate. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. 865-384-2012. That's 865-384-2012. Your local tree cutting experts. These guys get the job done. Check out their website, ecrtotallandscapes.com.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess, but isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
The Final Four that year was Georgia Tech, Oklahoma State, UConn, and Duke. I imagine a lot of Duke fans are sitting around thinking, oh, we got it. And they lost a classic game to UConn. It was a one-point game, 79-78. Hell, Georgia Tech, Oklahoma State was a classic that year too, 67-65. Then UConn beat Georgia Tech. Took them down. That was a crazy tournament, though. You had 2 1 seeds lose in the second round that year. Stanford was a 1 seed, and Alabama got them.
I don't remember that.
An 8 seed Alabama went all the way to the Elite 8 that year.
Who would they have been coached by?
No
clue.
Yeah.
I don't know who the Alabama basketball
for some reason,
coach
Mark Pelfrey is what came to my mind, but I don't know if that's
John Pelfrey was at Arkansas.
Okay,
if
maybe
you're thinking of him.
Yeah, I don't know why that came to my mind. Godfrey,
Mark Godfrey.
Godfrey, yeah, yeah, Mark Godfrey. And then Kentucky was a 1 seed that year, and they lost in the second round as well. So like it was kind of cool. Like UAB beat Kentucky by 1 in the second round that year.
Was that Tubby Smith, Kentucky, or was that Patino?
No, it definitely wasn't Patino. It was Tubby's. 2004 would have been right around the time. That might have been what got Tubby fired, because when did these damn dogs?
Yeah, they're fired up. I don't know what's going on out there.
Yeah, Tubby still would have been around.
I remember Tubby Smith.
Gillespie didn't take over till I was I think that was my senior year of high school. But yeah, Tubby won a couple of titles. Then next thing you know, lost to UAB, and I think that's kind of around the time it started spiraling for him.
Now we beat Georgia Tech somewhere back around that. It may have been before that. It may not have been that season, but you remember the half court shot? We beat them.
I feel like that was more like 02, if I remember correctly.
At first you said 02, and I thought that was the year Maryland won it, but then you said 04. And that would have been UConn.
Yeah.
Who won it in 03?
That'd have been Syracuse beating Kansas.
Carmelo.
That was a Carmelo year.
Yeah, that's right. Good times. Good times.
Yeah. Yeah. Good times. It also, you're like, Oklahoma State made a Final Four. I'm like, yeah, I've watched that.
I didn't remember that.
Georgia Tech. I mean, there's been a lot of schools that have made a Final Four. It is kind of sad that all these years we've played basketball, we haven't been able to break through once.
It is sad, and it's a bit of an anomaly. That we have. When you look at that, like that bum ass South Carolina team that made it,
the bum ass NC State team a couple years ago with Fat Boy.
I mean, DJ Burns, Alabama when it opened up for them a couple years ago. It sucks.
It's tough, and it is one of those things that like the longer it goes, the harder it becomes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and making back-to-back Elite Eights hasn't done us any favors because we feel like we're right on the cusp of it, and now we got a team that probably realistically doesn't have Final Four expectations.
No, but it would be funny if this was the team that kind of kicked the door down, because I mean I remember during the Bruce times, the team that actually went to the Elite Eight was not the team that was heralded.
Yeah, it wasn't Lofton.
It wasn't a team that was ranked highly. I mean, that was a team that came in as a 6 seed, I believe, to get there.
Sometimes that bracket just opens up for you, and you just got to take care of opportunities. I mean, we would not be the worst team to ever make the Final Four.
Correct.
If we, assuming Nate Ament helps carry the team.
Correct. And we will be still considered a dangerous team.
Hell, Loyola Chicago made a Final Four.
Yeah, I didn't want to talk about that.
George Mason.
Yeah.
Damn, Florida Atlantic, where'd they go? They made it, didn't they? Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 teams we lost to.
They made the Final Four, Sam? You shake your head yes? They made the Final Four?
Because they lost to San Diego State, right, that year?
Oh, yeah, that was the championship, yeah, or the Final Four to get to the championship.
San Diego State, the damn national championship.
Yeah.
That was a weird year. A strange one.
It does feel crazy when you actually start going through it.
The chat is not very positive about Nate Ament's potential.
Well, what are they mad about Nate Ament for?
They're not mad at Nate.
The way that they announced how much money he made just has turned people against him. It's crazy to me. I understand. Maybe there's some jealousy. Maybe there's some expectations. If you're a college-age kid making that much money, I get it. But, to me, Nate Ament has handled business. Now, did he get off to the best start this year? No, but like he's been a pretty damn good Vol, both on the court and off the court. Like, if you trust Rick Barnes at all, Rick Barnes does nothing but glow about this guy. He's done nothing to bring any shame to the university. He hasn't acted like a jackass. Like, he's been a model citizen, but people do not like him.
David says if the report of high ankle sprain is true, he wouldn't be available till Final Four. It takes a minimum of 4 to 8 weeks for recovery. This is a Jermod McCoy situation. He's a cheerleader at this point. Buck says Ament has played his last game in Orange. Not sure 396 says we lose both this week and one and done in the tournament.
See, I don't agree with what David said. High ankle sprains are not automatically a Final Four. There are some high ankle sprains, like the lower severe ones are still just like 1 to 2 weeks.
Plus, just with like a world-class training staff, like I'd imagine Nate Ament's getting treatment on his ankle probably 10 hours a day at this rate.
Yeah, I mean, they say a grade 1 sprain has a timeline of 1 to 4 weeks. So, like, the lower tier ones still can not be, debilitating.
And everyone in the chat is grossly underestimating the power of Toradol.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm him, if I'm his people, if I'm Rick Barnes. I don't know if they'd want to shoot him up. Like, I don't know. Because that is a guy getting ready to get set to go to the next level. Like, I don't know if I'm him, if I'm taking the numbing pain. If there's no long-term structural damage, sure, okay, maybe. But being on bum ankles is a bad thing. Now, granted, once the season ends, he'll have a couple months to rest, but like not much longer because the workouts and all that stuff. I mean, it starts getting ramped up.
Well, and that's, people are asking why come back when you're set to be a lottery pick,
Just keep pushing that ankle so you can come back for year 2.
I don't compare him to Jermod McCoy. Jermod McCoy is playing football on a torn ACL. That's a little bit different to me than an ankle sprain.
Yeah, I guess with Nate, I mean, it's partially his knee's banged up too, right? Like it's his knee and his ankle he's having trouble with.
See, I don't know if the knee thing's actually an issue. I think the knee thing, him getting bent up, was really him getting bent up because his ankle was like trapped too, is what I think they're saying. Yeah. If his knee was banged up, he wouldn't have came back in the game. They would have made sure to run
knee
tests
banged up
that.
in terms of like maybe sprained. I don't think it's not like a ligament or anything.
To me, it's all ankle. And I'm, I get some people. Most people in the chat do skew a little negative. It seems like there's a lot of negativity that goes on in the fan run chat. I get it.
Not from Big Dog in West Tennessee, who says this team will make the Final Four.
Let's go, Big Dog in West Tennessee. Let the big dog eat. It just seems like people don't like Nate Ament. It's like they want to combine Jermod McCoy and Nico into one guy and like carry all that baggage with them being like a diva and soft. Like Jermod McCoy, people called him soft for not playing. They called Nico a diva. They're trying to roll that in and call
Why
Nate.
would you not like Nate, though?
It seems like people don't. I think it's the money. It's the money.
Well, people are turned off by that. And I get that.
It's not Nate's fault he got a bunch of money.
I do get that. I get where people are turned off by all the money in college.
He's not flashing it in your face, though. He's not doing anything. He's not.
No, but it is there. It is there.
No reason to pocket watch. Hell, he's trying to be an exemplary Vol. Hour 1 of the books. We'll do hour 2 headlines kicking off the next hour. Stay tuned for more hours of Talk Sports. Hour 3, we'll play trivia. I'll see you next hour.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. Fan Run Radio.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life checking account from Citizens National Bank, offering extra benefits including bank travel. This September, experience the perfect fall getaway on the New England Rails and Sails Tour, or join CNB in October to chase the Northern Lights in Iceland. Get in on the fun by calling 865-429-7935.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia, courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys, every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess, but isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Surfside is made with vodka, real tea, and real juice, and has only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right. No bubbles, no troubles. That's why Surfside was named the 2025 Spirit Brand of the Year by MarketWatch. Their variety packs come with options: iced tea, lemonade, or green tea. Find your flavor by trying them all. Surfside. Sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older to enjoy. Party smart.
Kingsguard Amon Shumpert tried to go into the Blazers locker room and start a fight.
Say something about the Kingsguard.
You're listening to Talk Sports.
Yeah, I heard Kingsguard. What were you saying?
Well, I mean, do you want the spoiler or?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No spoiler.
Airing every day
from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. I said I watched some wrestling. I watched a couple episodes of Game of Thrones. I was talking about the Kingsguard, and
I don't know. I heard Kingsguard and it made me think of Game of Thrones. What were you talking about?
When Jon Snow died.
Ah! Stop!
On 1340 WKGN.
Every time you're not paying attention, I come back with a Game of Thrones spoiler.
What kind of person spoils things for people who are in the middle of the season? It's like the most inhumane thing you can do as a person.
As a radio professional, the rudest thing you can do is not pay attention.
You said Kingsguard.
Yes, Kingsguard, Amon Shumpert.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed the Sacramento Kings.
Hour number 2 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. If you are a Apple user, go update your Fan Run Radio app. If you don't have an update, delete it, re-download it, search Fan Run Sports, download the brand new app. Let us know what you think. Pretty proud of it with the upgrades we made. Looks pretty good. Get to it. Download it. Interact with us on there. You can watch the YouTube feed, boom, live on the app. Or at least it'll take you right to YouTube too, either way. Live stream's still good. You can check the weather. You can send us messages. You can get all of our podcasts. You can watch all of our YouTube videos, read our articles. It's way, 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 way better than the old app we used to have. Go download it. Leave us a 5-star review, please. 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 Hour 2 headlines, Cody McClure. Please.
Thanks, John.
Hey, man, you're welcome.
Texas is adding former Kentucky head coach Mark Stoops to its staff, says Chris Lowe.
Why?
To coach.
Well, yeah, I get that, but why?
He's going to coach as a special assistant.
But why? I'm saying why from Mark Stoops' perspective. Bro, they just gave you like $60 million, didn't they? Like, what are you doing?
He's a working American.
You just love the game? Hey, I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get out there and promote his damn whiskey. That's what he's trying to do. He's out there trying to make some – isn't he a big whiskey guy?
Mark Stoops has a
I want to say he's a big whiskey bourbon guy.
Like he has his own line.
He was the coach at Kentucky.
I want to say
their bourbon.
I want to say at the very least he's like an investor in one.
I think Bob is a part of a whiskey brand that's like Nashville themed.
RD1 Distillery releases
or tequila or something.
This comes from the Lexington Herald. RD1 Distillery releases special bourbon with Mark Stoops. Mark Stoops Bourbon Company celebrates with exclusive. Yeah, he's a bourbon guy. He's just trying to get out there. He's the owner of RD1 Spirits. That's right. He's trying to get out there and just promote his whiskey in Texas.
You think that's round one? You think that's what that is?
I don't know what it would stand for.
I don't know either. But is there a period after it?
It's just RD1. No spaces, nothing.
I wish he was still the Kentucky coach.
Yeah, I miss him.
I do too. He was around a long time. You know, he got hired in the same cycle Butch Jones did, and he just now got fired. I wish they'd kept Stoops around forever. I like old Mark.
But yeah, I guess he's just a worker, man. Hell, get out there and coach a little ball.
Well, that's what he's trying to do, and he'll be a special assistant.
They had a special Citrus Bowl champion edition.
Yep.
My allergies are here, and they are mad.
Welcome to spring.
I know. I've been taking my medicine, but still, every now and then the sneezing fit comes on, so you'll have to excuse me, audience.
Stoops is expected to work with the Texas defense, unsurprisingly.
And every time I go to hit my cough button, I go to the left, even though my cough button is on the right. So then I go to the left, and I can't find it, so then I'm holding it. Then it hurts my back. It's a whole thing.
You ever sneeze so bad your bones ache?
Yeah, every time I sneeze, I hate sneezing.
I hate that.
Sneezing is one of the things.
You feel it in your arms?
Yeah, I get that tingle.
Yeah, it hurts.
Sneezing is one of the things. It's one of the 10 worst things in my life.
Do you know it's impossible to sneeze while you're urinating? Your brain will stop your stream and say, "Stop urinating. We have to sneeze now." And then you'll sneeze, and then you go right back to peeing.
Do you know the other 9, John?
Off the top of my head, no. But if I put a list of 10 in, sneezing is going to be on that top 10. I hate sneezing. I hate it.
If you keep peeing while you sneeze, you actually blow up your body. You just explode.
Sometimes sneezing feels good when you're sick and like you're congested a little bit, and you know how you get those sneezes that clear you out for like 3 seconds at a time.
Mine, when it clears me out, it just means I got snot all over the place, so that I'm freaking out trying to get my hands clean or try to get something clean. Nothing good comes from sneezing for me.
As a former, there's people in the audience that will relate to this. As a former Copenhagen user who used to dip snuff, chewing tobacco, you ever sneeze with one of those in, that's a dangerous game. I've had some pretty disgusting explosions there. And I bet people in the audience get it if you're a dipper.
And honestly, sneezing just feels so feminine.
Achoo. Achoo.
It's impossible.
I hate when somebody makes a sound when they sneeze.
I have to.
No, but I mean, like,
when I hold it in, that's when my bones.
Yeah, but the sneeze should sound like a sneeze. You shouldn't say anything with it. Like if you hear a girl sneeze, you know, like just make the noise. It's okay to make the natural sneeze noise.
I hate it. I hate this time of year. But I was sitting there, I was thinking, like, would I rather just be like really, really cold or have allergies?
I would put up with the allergies and welcome spring.
Yeah, I think that's my answer too.
You got to love the blooming flowers and the greenery.
I don't know though, man. When I wake up in the morning, if I don't like take a shower in the morning or wash my face first thing in the morning, it's just like gotten in my eyes. I don't know if my dog brings it in at night or what, but it's just gotten in my eyes and I'm itchy.
I feel you.
I hate it.
It's 9/11. We need to move on. Miami, Ohio's athletic director, David Saylor, criticized Bruce Pearl for saying the 29-0 Redhawks must win their conference tournament because they are not one of the best teams in the country. He says at Coach Bruce Pearl, David going right at him.
He added him. Let's go.
He said, listen here, you son of a gun. You are flat out wrong about Miami basketball when you say we would finish last in the Big East. The disrespect is awful.
Now, that's a crazy statement. Last in the Big East sucks. If you want to say last in the SEC, okay, maybe. Last in the Big East, I disagree with that. The Big East is terrible.
Well, the AD says the disrespect is awful, and you should not be near a TV studio covering this sport when you show your true colors. Even slipped in a we when talking about Auburn. Nice work.
I agree with that. I agree with that take.
How about that?
I said it yesterday. It's a dangerous game letting Bruce get on there and try to start, politicking for Auburn and for the SEC and whatever. Like that feels gross. That feels slimy.
Speaking of politicking, you been watching any of these
Survivor? Yeah, I just told you.
Any of the Clintons and their testimonies?
I've been watching Survivor and Traitors.
Hillary Clinton dropped a heck of a line during her testimony. They were asking her about an email where Epstein says she looks a lot better in person. And she said, well, I don't object to that. So Hill Dog still got it.
She just oozes sex appeal.
The power of a woman like that. Could you imagine?
I saw Bill just flipping through those pictures, just smiling.
Oh, good times.
She smells like sulfur.
Oh, that girl there. No, she was a flight attendant. That wasn't it. Was she 18? Well, I didn't ask. She's pretty, though, ain't she? Look how pretty she is. President Clinton, yeah, he said they both denied pretty much everything. The Mississippi House has passed no tax on NIL money bill, helping Ole Miss and Mississippi State, to which people are mad.
Yeah, I mean, it is gross. I think it's gross.
Peter Burns points out a teacher, taxed income, a police officer, taxed income, healthcare worker, taxed income, third string corner, tax free.
Yeah, I mean, it is gross. It is gross. Now, I would ask if that fireman and nurse and teacher get any joy from their teams being good, and maybe someone be like, you know what, I don't care. I'd rather the Bulldogs or the Rebels be good. It'd suck to be down there and not care at all about sports, though. You'd be like, what the hell is this? But the sports fans down there are probably like, that's fine. We need every advantage we can. We can't get the boys to come down and play in Mississippi otherwise.
Who wants to go to Mississippi? That wasn't me in the hot tub. Tennessee football generated $4.3 million in alcohol sales last season, per Adam Sparks of Knox News. How about that?
Are we just drinking more, or is it getting more expensive? Are we getting an extra home game? Like, why did it triple? And it said we tripled the revenue from like whenever it first started. Like,
well, I know they cost more.
They cost more than they used to?
Oh, yeah. They definitely cost more than when they started, but they don't cost triple. So I don't know.
Well, I'd say we're not doing any neutral site games. You know, we had all home games last year, right?
We played in.
Or did we have a neutral site game?
Yeah, we had a neutral site game.
Who'd we play? I've done. We played Syracuse down in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. Is Danny raised the prices that much? What the hell's going on?
The prices hadn't tripled, but he has raised them. I mean, because I want to say they started out at like 13 a can.
Is that not where they're at?
I think they're like 16.
Oh, damn!
But we drank 283,919 beers last year, says Adam Sparks.
That's kind of sad. We shouldn't celebrate this.
283,919. Well, that's this country for you. We booze.
Maybe it's just the games are so much longer now. Although no game could be longer than how that Bowling Green game felt. The first game of the Josh Heupel era. That game felt like forever. That's the first one I went to where they had booze.
That game was like 59 to. Oh no, you're talking about the first game at Neyland. I was thinking way back in the day.
Yeah, I was at the first game of Josh Heupel's tenure is what I was thinking of.
I was at that game too, 2021. Yeah. First year. Yeah, that's right. Luke Cornett, you familiar with him? Basketball player?
Yeah.
Spurs.
Vanderbilt nerd.
Yeah, he calls on your Hawks to cancel their upcoming Magic City night. Says the move is disrespectful to women. Says Magic City night is disrespectful to women, and they should cancel it.
I mean, it probably is a little disrespectful to women. Like it probably. I understand what Luke Cornett's saying. It's just not. Like sometimes you just gotta have fun, bro. Like you're not going to lead the charge to end strip clubs. You know what I mean? Like you're not going to end strip clubs. Magic City's not going away because Luke Cornett wants it to. Like there's still going to be strippers. Now, if he wants to say that like the NBA shouldn't promote it or allow them to promote it, and like what about the kids that are coming to the game with their parents? Okay, like, yeah, maybe if there's like an 8-year-old daughter there with her dad, the dad shouldn't have to explain to her what Magic City is. But also at the same time, that dad doesn't have to take his 8-year-old daughter to the game on Monday nights. Like, you know,
an 8-year-old girl with her dad doesn't have to worry about becoming a stripper because she's with her dad.
Are they? I don't think they're bringing strippers like out onto the court, are they?
No, but they're having Magic City hoodies and like serving the wings from Magic City. Like I don't know if any of the
fine dining establishment. That's what you tell your kid.
I don't know if any of the dancers will be out there with them, but yeah, like, you know, if a kid's out there like, Daddy's, what's Magic City? Well, son,
go ask LaToya.
I understand what Luke Cornett's saying. It doesn't make him less of a nerd, but credit to him for being willing to put his name on it on his blog. There's Vanderbilt for you, nerd. I hope that the Hawks don't get bullied into switching this because the demand for the hoodies were so much that they just said, okay, fine, we'll sell them too. Like you could buy them too for the people that couldn't make the game. But either way.
How about that?
Luke Cornett's going to get made fun of, but at least he's got some convictions about something.
I mean, I guess. Georgia is in on a cornerback named Jerry Outhouse. They've been projected to land him.
Yeah.
People are going to have fun with that last name.
Yeah. Especially if he's bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
How could your last name be Outhouse?
Your last name could be anything, brother.
Anything?
Most things. You can go change it. Do whatever. Become the outhouses. You could be the in houses if you wanted. You could be Cody Porta Potty if you wanted.
No.
Cody Leaks Outside.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Any other headlines?
Arizona won the Big 12.
Hey, good for them.
And their coach, Tommy Lloyd, is calling out the narrative that they're soft. I don't think anybody's calling Arizona soft, are they?
Surely they are if he's coming out and saying it.
Why would he even bring that up? The Big 12 is the best basketball conference in the country, he said. And to win it by a couple of games is pretty impressive. Take your hats off to these guys. I think the narrative that we were soft is lazy. I mean, look at our stats. Look at our analytics. We've always been a great rebounding team. We've always pounded the paint.
Just knowing that they have Tobe Awaka on that front line makes me think they're not soft.
If you want to just be lazy and not pay attention and say we're soft because we're on the West Coast, I don't think you're on the West Coast in Tucson. Be lazy. I'd love to play against you, says Tommy Lloyd. This seems like what Kirby did when he was trying to fire his boys up, saying the whole country thought they were bums. Like, no, we have a lot of respect for you. We think you're very good.
Somebody's
the Arizona team's pretty damn good.
I don't think you've been necessarily been locked in on the conversations about Arizona basketball, though, to be fair.
No, I haven't. But I said all year I thought they were the best team for most of the year. I assume they're not soft.
It feels kind of refreshing, I guess, or at least like good on them. They made the hire that made the most sense. Going out and getting Tommy Lloyd, just bringing him in from Gonzaga. That was a hire that made a lot of sense being on a program like them, and it turned out pretty well for them.
You have any interest in transitioning into national championship odds?
For basketball or football?
Basketball.
Yeah, we can talk about that next. Stick with us.
Good morning, Knoxville. I'm Aiden Sidoti, and this is your TalkSports update for Monday, March 2nd. The Lady Vols wrapped up their regular season with an 87-77 loss to Vanderbilt at home, closing on a 6-game slide and landing the number 6 seed in the SEC tournament. Tennessee will take on the winner of Alabama and Missouri Thursday night at 8:30. Tennessee baseball bounced back in Arlington, finishing 2-1 in the Amagi Bay College Baseball Series. After falling 12-5 to number 1 UCLA on Friday, the Vols responded with a 5-3 win over Arizona State and a 3-1 win over Virginia Tech. They return home to face ETSU on Tuesday night at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. In the NBA, James Harden returned to the floor playing through a broken thumb and poured in 22 points as the Cavs snapped a 2-game losing streak with a 106-102 win over the Nets. And in college hoops, Ohio State knocked off number 8 Purdue 82-74 in Columbus behind 21 points from John Mobley Jr., handing the Boilermakers their third loss in their last 4. That's your TalkSports update. Enjoy your Monday.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half, simple luxury for on and off the course.
Smoky Mountain Brewery is the place to be for game day. From the moment you walk in, it's wall-to-wall big screens, making Smoky Mountain Brewery the perfect place to watch the Vols or your favorite team in action. With locations in Turkey Creek, Maryville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, you're never far away from a great time at Smoky Mountain Brewery. Try one of their world-famous microbrews like Black Bear Ale, Mountain Light, or Cherokee Ale. Juicy burgers, wings that bring the heat, and delicious handmade pizzas made with hand-tossed crust from the freshest ingredients and their own special sauce from a secret recipe, topped off with hand-grated cheese and farm-fresh toppings. And don't forget, those famous microbrews are also available in kegs for your next party or in 6-packs and growlers to go. So grab your crew and head to Smoky Mountain Brewery and tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good.
Fall fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life checking account from Citizens National Bank, offering extra benefits including bank travel. This September, experience the perfect fall getaway on the New England Rails and Sails Tour, or join CNB in October to chase the Northern Lights in Iceland. Get in on the fun by calling 865-429-7935.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Sure. How do you want to approach it? How do you want to do it?
Well, I have the odds here.
Okay.
Would you like to PKs?
PKs or just guess the odds? Which one would you rather do, Sam? Sam was going to dust me in PKs if we do that. I'd rather just guess the odds.
John's going to dust me in the odds.
We'll team up then. It won't be a competition.
Is it for basketball this year? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's for basketball this year.
PKs are so fun, though.
The favorite's got to – who do you think the favorite is, Sam? Is the favorite's got to be Duke at this point, or do you think Michigan?
I feel like Duke has turned that maybe recently.
Or are they going to be both pretty
right
similar?
Around the same, yeah.
Are they going to be like – if I'm guessing, I'd put Duke and Michigan there basically at what, plus 380?
I mean, you're close.
450 would have been my guess.
Okay.
Michigan has the best odds at plus 325.
Oh, wow. So even lower than that.
Duke is plus 350.
Okay.
I think I'm selling Michigan.
I don't think I am. I don't know. They looked surgical. Well, I take that back. I was going to say they looked surgical against Illinois, but they actually looked pretty sloppy for the first part of that first half and then flipped a switch and then just still dominated them and then ran away from them in the second half. I think they're really, really good. And as long as their big man stays out of foul trouble, I think he's going to have a Zach Edey effect. He's not as good offensively or maybe as dominant as Zach Edey offensively, but defensively, when he's out there, you can't get in the paint. I do not sell Michigan. I am buying Michigan.
I'm just talking in terms of a championship.
Yeah, no, I'm buying them being there.
They're your champion?
No, I'm not ready to say that just yet, but they're there in they're there in the Final Four. They're there in the championship game.
Maybe it's because I've watched a lot more of Duke, Arizona, and Florida, but those teams feel nasty to me. And the Big Ten just never wins it. I mean, I know that changes at some point. That history doesn't necessarily matter.
It will be pretty annoying if the Big Ten wins both the football and basketball championship. That is a reality we are looking at.
That Duke team already beat them on a neutral floor.
Yeah, but that game was a close game, and they did get the big man in foul trouble in that game. So he'd have to learn some lessons there.
It was a close game, but Duke kind of controlled the end of it, from what I remember.
Boozer came through. Boozer came through with the clutch. He drew a foul and then hit a big three.
I mean, I'm sure you guys can guess the rest. It's basically what you'd think. So you got Michigan.
Hold on.
Well, hang on. I'll tell you the two, though. Michigan plus 325, Duke plus 350.
Who's got the third best odds in your opinion, Sam? Is that Florida at this point? Arizona?
Yeah, I'd still probably go Arizona.
Arizona? See, I think I'd probably have – maybe it's kind of similar. You go down a level. It's like the plus 650, 700 range, and then you have both Arizona and Florida. I'll trust Sam. I'll go plus 650 Arizona as my next guess.
Do you have a guess, Sam?
I'll I thought we were teaming up. I thought we were
600.
You guys are way off. Arizona's plus 425.
See, that's crazy to me that they have them so short. They're not letting the men make any money there at all.
Yeah, well, this is BetMGM.
So he has them. They have them basically there in the same tier. Or I guess they have Duke a little bit ahead of Michigan and a little bit ahead of Arizona. Is the fourth team a pretty big drop off?
It is.
Is it? Are two teams tied for like that fourth?
Not tied, but very close to being tied.
Would that be Florida and Houston?
That's correct.
Really? I would have thought UConn.
Florida and Houston. So if those three are so short, are we into double digits yet? Are we at the 12 to 1 range?
Not
No.
quite,
850?
900 and 950.
Okay.
Florida plus 900, Houston plus 950.
Yeah, I got no issue with that top five. I do feel at least slightly vindicated that they have Houston up there because I put them up there. Now, I don't know if I feel that way about them anymore, but 2 weeks ago I said that Houston belonged in that tier. They since lost 3 games in a row, so I don't know if I still believe that. But
I think it's a safe bet that your champion comes from those 5.
yeah, I mean, I think that's – I think if given the option of having those 5 versus the field, I would take the field. What about if I just give you Duke and Michigan versus the field?
Might take the field.
Sam, Duke, Michigan, or the field?
I'll take the field.
Bubba, Duke, Michigan, or the field?
Duke or Michigan.
I think I side towards that. I think those two teams are just maybe not the clear-cut best teams, but I just don't – when I watch Arizona, they don't give me the same feeling that the other two teams give. Maybe I'm not watching the right Arizona games. Maybe I'm missing something, but they don't quite give me the same feeling Duke and Michigan give me.
I think Florida's going to repeat.
You think Florida's got it?
The way they're playing, I'm getting closer to that, and I don't like it, but it does remind me of a Florida team some 20 years ago, But they don't have Walter Clayton this go-round. Do they have that guy?
Their three-point shooting by the month has only gotten better. They shot 36% from 3 in February, which is just if they shoot 34 or above, they're going to beat you by 20.
But to Cody's point, do they have the guy out on the perimeter, or is it like a team? Because to me, it feels like they're kind of doing it by just multiple people this year versus having the one go-to killer. And they don't win the championship last year without Clayton being a killer. Not only just being good, but being the guy that rises to the occasion that makes the big plays.
Having a guy who can hit that shot when you need it, I mean, that's big.
That's why I can't go fully.
I don't think their front court was as good last year, though. I think they relied more on their guards last year, and this year their front court's better, but their guards are maybe a little bit worse, but they're not as, it's not a huge drop-off.
I agree with that. It's just I still think they're going to have some big-time shot-making because their front line is good, Sam, but do you give Florida's front line a big advantage over Michigan's front line or a big advantage over Duke's front line? Because they might be a little bit better than them, but I don't think it's overwhelming enough.
Damn Chinyalu.
I would.
He's a stud, man. And the Condon and the Hoff or whatever. Those two whites, those guys they're ballers.
I don't think any front court has the scoring ability that Florida's does. I think, those Duke and Michigan front lines have the physicality to match them, but like Cody said, Chinyalu's a freaking defensive end out there.
He's an animal. Let me ask you this: do we romanticize the guy, like the scorer? The guy.
I think that's important in March.
Well,
sure.
What I'm asking is is it that important? Is when you look at championship teams, is there always that guy who got them there? Because those UConn teams that won back-to-back a couple of years ago, did they have one guy you'd point to as being that guy?
I mean, Stephon Castle was pretty damn good, and Donovan Clingan was pretty damn good.
Yeah, but that's 2 guys. To me, though,
having 2 guys is better than 1.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But to me, that just those felt like good teams. To me,
in a way, sure, but Castle was the number 3 pick in the draft. I mean, he's the guy on almost any team.
Yeah, you got to have NBA talent. I'm just saying,
but that's top end NBA talent. That's an elite player. He number 4 in the draft. So I mean,
But when I'm talking about the clutch guy,
mm-hmm.
I think we want. we want that Jordan Game 6 is what, like, as basketball fans. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't think that team had it because that team beat everybody by 15 points.
Well, that's kind of what I'm saying.
But I don't think there was any number 2 team those years that could bother them. Like, I don't think this Florida – are you comparing it to the Florida team? Because I don't think this Florida team is going to run through everybody by 15 points.
No, they're not going to do that to Duke or Arizona or Michigan.
Like, that UConn team with Castle and Klingon, they didn't really have to have a go-to scorer maybe per se because, yeah, they just didn't play any close games. Their march through the tournament was 39 points, 17 points, 30 points, 25 points, 14 points against Alabama, 15 points against Edie and Purdue.
I remember. It's very boring.
Yeah, they didn't even give them a chance to get off the mat. They didn't give them a chance to do anything to them.
I'm just simply saying, like, if we go back and look at our past several national champions, like, how many of them had that guy you'd consider to be the clutch guy and how many didn't?
It's crazy because that UConn team the year before had the same type of run. They won their first game by 24, 15, 23, 28, 13, 17. So
and maybe that's a good value there on them at plus 1,300. Like, if you want to take a long shot.
Sam, you said you view them in the same breath as those top teams. Like, you think they deserve to be at least like in the single digit.
Yeah, I mean, I think you go and like filter Torvik over the last month. I think Florida's playing as good as anybody in the country.
I don't remember the 2022 Kansas team. I know they had some NBA guys on there. I know Christian Brown is a good player in the NBA. I don't necessarily remember if he was a super clutch guy. You know, I don't really remember that team.
I remember North Carolina choking.
Yeah. North Carolina was up 17 at halftime, something like that.
They blew their load on Duke.
I don't know if that Kansas team had a clutch player.
They had that Ochai Abaji.
Yeah.
Abaji guy.
Yeah, I mean, he made the NBA, so I assume he's an 18, 19 points a game scorer. I assume he had some clutch moments or whatever, but I just don't really remember anything about that championship run they had other than UNC choking.
There's certain ones you remember, like Kemba Walker, for example. There's certain guys like that stand out. But I'm just saying, in a lot of years, I feel like it's just really good teams are winning also. Maybe you don't need that clutch guy as much.
Baylor in 21's not standing out to me either in terms of having
just a team of shooters.
Yeah, in terms of I think it was a team. I remember them more as a team of just athletes, like just crazy athletes that just overwhelmed.
They were just ass kickers. They had a good run through that tournament too, from what I remember.
And then they dominated, that Gonzaga team.
Mm-hmm.
They had Davion Mitchell, and LJ Cryer, but I guess LJ Cryer was a freshman at that point. Like, he went on to Houston, and really, Flagler was pretty good, and Davion Mitchell.
LJ Cryer was on that Baylor team?
Yeah, he was just a freshman, though. He went on to Houston, obviously.
Yeah, that's where I remember him.
But he was on that team.
He's still there, isn't he?
No.
Is he gone?
No.
He was there last year.
Yeah, Cryer's gone now. Cryer's in the NBA now. So, yeah, maybe we do romanticize it, but I'd like to go back and look at some of those teams and look at some moments, because Florida was a great team last year, but even with that, they had to have Clayton carry them and put on the Superman cape at times.
You take Florida now or Florida in 06, 07?
In terms of who would win?
Yeah.
Am I getting Florida 06 or Florida 07?
I guess this year you'd get 07. Last year you'd do 06 versus 2025. Assuming two back to back.
I don't think any of those. I don't think either of the last two Florida teams has anybody as good as Al Horford or Joakim Noah. Like that to me is you talk about this front line now that Florida has, and that's cool. They're big and tough, but Joakim Noah and Al Horford are two of the better big man in the NBA over the last 20 years. Like, Joakim Noah was a top 5 MVP candidate one year. Al Horford was, a 15-year All-Pro type of player. Or maybe not All-Pro, but All-Star. Not All-Star in the sense, but a really good top respected, top 30 player in the NBA. So I would take them. Corey Brewer was also
a pretty good NBA player as well.
Did Horford finally retire?
No, Horford's
still in the league.
He's basically retired. He's on the Warriors this year. He made a bad decision going there. That's been kind of a disaster. But no, I would take those. I would take the 07 Florida team.
Okay. Well, maybe they'll go back to back again.
I hope not.
That'd be nice for them.
I wouldn't enjoy it.
UConn 13-1, and then you still want to play, or you want me to just tell you the?
You can give me the next couple. That's fine.
Illinois 14-1.
Interesting. I do not see it with Illinois.
I don't either. I think the cutoff is UConn at bare minimum. Iowa State 16-1.
I don't see it with them either when I watch them.
No, but I think I like them better than Illinois.
Yeah, I probably agree with that, but I don't like either one of them.
Kansas,
I could see it with Kansas. You could tell me I would buy Kansas over either of the two teams we just talked about.
Well, maybe you put a little
what are they
flyer on them
20-1?
30-1.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen them play consistently 6 games in a row all season?
No, but they don't have to do it 6 games in a row. They could take the first game off. They could maybe get by the second round without playing.
Do they? They lost to Cincinnati by 15 at home.
They could. I
don't know if that's, I don't know if that's just, hey, let's pack it in the round of 64.
But I've seen them beat top-end teams, though.
I think if Darren Peterson doesn't play, they've got a chance.
I've seen them beat top-end teams. Does that not carry some weight, like showing that you can beat the top-end teams?
If every game is Big Monday, I would take Kansas.
Yeah. I think a Kansas national championship bet is lighting money on fire.
I'm not saying I would take it. I'm just saying at 30-1, I would rather have them than Iowa State or Illinois was all I said. I'm not betting on Kansas to win. Do you disagree that you would rather?
I'd rather have Illinois by a mile than
all right.
Kansas.
Well, me and you could put a board bet on that. Who goes further in the tournament between Illinois and Kansas? I'll take Kansas. I'll trust them.
Bill Self, been there, done that.
Over all the Illiciches at Illinois.
Big whites.
You're going to have some Slavic man beating down your door.
I might
shoot you.
I might, but like maybe I'm just getting caught up in the way they did Houston at home, but I thought they just looked like a pretty good team. They beat Arizona. They did get right out of the gym at Iowa State, though. So, I mean, like maybe I'm misspeaking. I'll just buy Bill Self and that team kind of figuring it out.
I think they got a chance if Peterson doesn't play. Purdue, 40-1. That's the last one here.
And that was a team that was near the top just a couple of weeks ago.
Were they preseason?
They're preseason number one, yeah.
Yeah. I thought they were pretty high up there.
When you look at the recent metrics, Duke has kind of ran away from the field in terms of the way they've been playing.
I think Duke would be my pick. I mean, not a shocker there or anything, not really going out on a limb. I think they'd be my pick. But I like that trio of Arizona and Florida. Do I like Houston that much? Not really.
I don't like Houston.
I saw something from CBB Analytics of the 3-player combos with the highest defensive rating in Quad 1 games, and Duke has 5 of the top 15 lineups and all of the top 3.
Yeah, the whole successor thing with John Shire seems to be working out pretty well.
Also, last year,
I guess I gave Arizona credit for hiring, making the no-brainer with Gonzaga. Maybe John Shire wasn't the no-brainer because he didn't have any experience, but Coach K made the right decision there too. I think you got to applaud him for saying, "Hey, this is the guy that could continue to carry this thing."
They also got close last year.
Yeah, they should have won last year.
Do you ever look at that as which I guess is different in today's game because you don't have as many returning players, but that used to kind of be a thing. A team got close last year. This year they figure out how to kick down the door.
Yeah.
But it's different players.
Yeah, I was going to say that doesn't really – if Knipple and Flag were still there.
Yeah.
I feel like we've also said that with Houston for the past 3 years, and that group couldn't really get it done either.
Yeah, and they just kept running back the same team. It is crazy they had Cooper Flag and Knipple and couldn't get it done, though, and other NBA guys out there too. I know it's a grown man's game, in terms of Houston just, had just, adults out there, juniors and seniors, but Flag and Knipple have, been really, really good in the NBA. They were really, really good last year. It's kind of surprising.
Who's the most experienced team of it'd probably be Florida, wouldn't it?
I would imagine so.
Of this group of.
Yeah, I haven't looked at I can't say that for certain. That's a good question.
Man, the Florida repeat, Sam, it does sound
I mean,
possible.
I ain't rooting for it, but I've been watching them over the past couple weeks, and they look damn near untouchable.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what the bracket looks like. see who's the ones and twos and where they're at.
We'll talk some NFL football coming up next. Coming out of the combine, some NFL executives have given kind of their top 10 in terms of the mock draft and such. We'll dive into that. Stick with us. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go. Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
What's up, Fan Run Nation? This is Evan Rogers with ECR Total Landscapes. I'm happy to announce that our free stump grinding promotion for Fan Run Radio listeners is now extended to March 31st, 2026. If you've got trees in your yard that need to come down before they fall on your home, don't risk it. Call ECR Total Landscapes and mention you heard our ad on Fan Run Radio, and we'll get rid of that problem tree for you and grind those stumps for free. Call us at 865-384-2012 or check us out online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
That's what we were taught, service before self.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together. Coming out of the combine, the Athletic has put together a quartet of minds, a GM, 2 assistant GMs, and 1 vice president of player personnel, and they have projected the top 10 picks in the 2026 NFL Draft. No surprise at number 1, the
PKs?
Raiders. What?
PKs?
Okay, yeah, sure. You and Sam go PKs. I want to hear.
Sam's going to kick my ass.
Yeah, I want to hear how you do this. I'll let you go first, Cody. You get number 1.
All right, Fernando Mendoza.
All right, there you go. You got to get the team and the
team?
the team and the
I ain't
player
gonna
right.
get the team. Let's just. Do
I'll
the
give you
player.
the team. You can guess the player. All right, or I guess we can't really do that. All right, go ahead. Just top 10 prospects is what you're doing. All right, go ahead, Sam.
I'm gonna guess the Jets are gonna go with defensive end, David Bailey or Reuben Bain. Let's go David Bailey.
Okay, wouldn't give Cody all the answers, but
I was going to say Reuben Bain was the only other guy I really knew.
they do have the Jets taking a defensive player, but none of the two guys you mentioned. However, David Bailey is on the list. Is that what you said? You said David?
Yeah.
Bailey? They got him number 3 to the
Are
Cardinals.
we trying to go in order here, or just?
I mean, in a
the
way,
top 10?
you can do whatever you want. You got David Bailey right. He's number 3.
Well, I mean, Reuben Bain was going to be my guess anyway.
They got him falling to number 7 to Washington, the Commanders.
Had Sam said Reuben Bain, I don't know who I would have said.
You're out already? Okay, Sam, chance to take control of the game, I guess.
So just anyone in the top 10 here?
That's the game Cody wants to play.
Let's go Jeremiah Love.
They do have him at number 9 to the
got
Chiefs.
him too. Yeah.
Number 9 to the Chiefs, Jeremiah Love.
I thought about him too. Sam's looking at his phone a lot. I don't know about
trying to make trivia over here too, brother.
Yeah,
I'm down to the
sorry to make you play a game. There's no quarterbacks, no other quarterbacks, so it's probably gonna be like some offensive tackle from somewhere. I don't know those guys' names. Jermod McCoy.
Jermod McCoy's not on the list. All right, game over.
Arvell Reese. Was he number 2?
Who?
Arvell Reese.
He is number 2 to the Jets. That's right.
I've told you I hate this time of the year. Or I don't hate this time of the year. That's not what I mean. But like the combine going into the draft stuff, I just like I don't know. It's never done it for me.
I'm pretty fired up for the draft this year. Maybe it's because the Titans have a top 5 pick, and they also have some hope. Like last year, having the number 1 pick, I was like, we're going to take Cam Ward. That's cool. I was excited about that, but like I didn't care too much about the rest of the draft. This time, I do think this is this is a very important like point, an inflection point or whatever in Titans history. This is a nice pivot moment. If they nail this draft, we might be back.
Maybe.
We might be good again.
The draft is a good excuse to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, though.
Hell yeah. Eat some damn wings.
Yeah, we'll drink beer, too.
Maybe we'll have a draft party here. Maybe we'll just order the wings, get the wings here, and then have our own booze here.
I like being out and about.
I don't like being out and about for the draft. Other than one time I watched a Giants fan absolutely crash out whenever his team drafted. Was it Wan'Dale Robinson in the first round? Who they drafted in the first round? No, the guy from is it Robinson they drafted in the first round a couple years ago?
I don't think he was.
The guy from Kentucky. Who was the guy from Kentucky they drafted?
Wan'Dale.
Oh, it's him, right? Didn't they draft him like number 20 in the draft a couple years ago?
He might have been a first rounder.
I want to say he was.
I feel like he was a second rounder, but I can't remember well.
Or maybe I said I remember it, but hell, now you're making me question whether or not I remember it. But no, Kadarius Toney. They drafted Kadarius Toney. That's right. And this guy absolutely crashed out because he did not want Kadarius Toney to his Giants, and he was throwing stuff, and he was mad because like Kadarius Toney wasn't really a first round type of guy. That's the only time I've had fun watching the draft out in person.
We are getting a Jonathan's Grill. Do you know that?
No. What is Jonathan's Grill?
In Nashville, they have them all over.
I just call it Jonathan's. Okay. I didn't know if I know if that was the same place. I never call it Jonathan's
Grill. It's a great sports bar. They're building one by the Smoky Stadium.
Oh, really?
We're getting one here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good wings.
I love Jonathan's. I used to go to the one in Germantown, Bellevue. I went to all of them.
My buddies and I would go a lot in high school, watch games there.
I love those places. They're great sports watching places.
Probably the place I've gone to in Nashville the most, honestly.
They're great. And we're getting
besides like the Titans, I guess like Bridgestone Arena or like Nissan Stadium. I've gone to those places, I guess maybe the most.
But I drove by the Smoky Stadium the other day and I saw right the site where they're building it. Now they're building it like literally down the hill from the old, I don't know what they call it now, the Murder Waggles, Murder Shell, whatever, they're building it right there. Yeah.
Gentrification's coming to the area. It's already happening, obviously. Like that'll be all right.
It's happening, but the characters are still out by that gas station. I can tell you that.
Sam, I am now fully on the Jeremiah Love train.
Let's go. Love train.
I don't necessarily love taking running backs that early, but I will say when you look at the running backs that have been drafted in the first round, I do think there is a difference between drafting a running back at the end of the first round and drafting a running back that is worthy of being a top level prospect. Like when you look at just the running backs drafted since 2010, of the guys taken in the top 10, I feel like they all ended up being pretty good in the NFL, except one.
I think I saw this yesterday.
Like
Leonard Fournette was the one guy that kind of didn't turn out.
I mean, Fournette,
he's all right, but like,
I mean, I don't call it causation, correlation, whatever, but the Jaguars drafted Fournette and then went to the AFC Championship game the next year.
That's true.
He's not a guy, though, that, like, in terms of using your first round, like, he's not a guy that affected their franchise in a big way.
No, he didn't. He had 1,000 yards as a rookie. But, yeah, no, like, he only had 2 seasons where he broke 1,000 yards. You could maybe say – so do you consider Fournette a bust?
No, but, I mean, like, compared to those – like, the other guys in that list are, like, Saquon, Christian
Well, to me,
McCaffrey,
if you go all the way back to 2010, like, Trent Richardson, to me, is the only one that I consider, like, a bust. Like, he seemed like he couldn't play in the NFL. He went number 3. But, like, 2015, Todd Gurley went number 10. Now, he didn't have a long career, but he was good. And, like, he helped carry the Rams to a Super Bowl. Ezekiel Elliott was really good. Christian McCaffrey. Fournette, you could argue about. Saquon, Bijan Robinson, Ashton Genty. Now, those guys have all been pretty good. Now, to be fair, though, I would say that team success didn't really follow there. Like, Saquon Barkley, you could say, was a good player. He was not a good draft pick. The Giants did not get good with Saquon Barkley at the helm.
Their division rival did.
Christian McCaffrey didn't really elevate the Panthers into being good at football either. Good players. Like Ashton Genty was good last year, but the Raiders were trash.
I feel like those are all instances, though, of teams with, like, unstable quarterback play at the time.
Well, that's the other side of it. Yeah, like there's multiple angles of it. Yeah, the Raiders, maybe Genty would have been good had he had a quarterback last year. And if you're the Titans, you have to operate as if Cam Ward is your quarterback.
Like, was it Eli Manning still as the Giants quarterback when they drafted Saquon?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I'm not saying that, like, it's Saquon's fault. I'm just saying it didn't impact winning.
Right. I just think everything that I've heard in this draft class is that maybe it's like there's some depth, but there's only a handful of, like, true blue chip prospects. And so if you're the Titans, like, you want to go reach on a positional need and maybe get a guy that's not a guarantee, more of a guarantee of a blue chipper, or do you just know that the Titans aren't going to get fixed in 1 year? Go get yourself your number 1 pick quarterback last year and pair him with the franchise running back that you can then continue to build this team in 27 and beyond.
Well, I also just look that I'm not 100% convinced Ruben Bain's going to be a stud. I don't want to spend another top round pick on an offensive tackle. I don't think Carnell Tate is like, I'm not going to pretend to be a draft expert, but like when I watch Carnell Tate or I see him, he doesn't give me like clear cut, can't miss wide receiver 1 things. He's not Jeremiah Smith. So when I look at that, like Mekhi Lemon, he's there at number 8. Like none of those guys to me look like potential franchise changers.
Enough with the food.
Or at least like likely franchise changers. So as far as I'm concerned, Jeremiah Love, if he's the best player, he's going to touch the ball. And, Cody, there's something about just being cool. A Cam Ward, Jeremiah Love backfield would be pretty cool. And that would get you some actual attention.
That's a lot cooler than short-armed Ruben.
Yeah, that'd get you some attention. That'd get you some juice, and I think that's important too.
Again, with the juice.
Orange juice.
Lemon, Ruben.
Au juice.
Jeez.
I mean, that's a guy that can go catch passes out of the backfield,
right?
Too. Like he does it all. It's not like you're getting just, you're drafting some archaic running back type of thing.
He will probably be a better player in the NFL than Carnell Tate.
I also saw a tweet this morning. I can't find it anymore, but it's like the career touches in college of all of those running backs that you kind of listed off, and Jeremiah Love has like 400 less carries than all of those guys.
Fewer, but that's cool.
Sorry.
A lot of these guys are about to get some bread. Oh, I did it myself.
Hour 2 in the books. Sam will have some trivia ready to go for you after Cody's headline. Stick with us.
Check out our new and improved website at fanrunradio.com.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or Call them today at 865-694-9788.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event? You need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jacob Wilco at Knoxville Smiles. Have you ever wanted to improve the look of your smile? We know firsthand what the power of a great smile means to a person's confidence and health. Our team of doctors can provide you with an array of options for helping you achieve your cosmetic goals. From simply moving teeth into a better position, to reversible cosmetic bonding, to full mouth implant-supported dentures. It is our goal to help patients feel good about their appearance while achieving optimal health. Want to learn more? Call us at 865-539-1776 to schedule an evaluation or visit us online at knoxvillesmiles.com.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Hey Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Surfside is made with vodka, real tea, and real juice, and has only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right. No bubbles, no troubles. That's why Surfside was named the 2025 Spirit Brand of the Year by MarketWatch. Their variety packs come with options: iced tea, lemonade, or green tea. Find your flavor by trying them all. Surfside, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older to enjoy. Party smart.
Round 3.
The world's greatest radio show. The world's greatest radio show in Tennessee.
Power Rankings, Tuesday Trivia. John Reed and Cody going wild, no Olivia. Wood grain on my leather seats. I got the whole team eating like I'm Johnny Eats. Morning booming from 7 to 10, ayy. Talk sports while I'm chewing a Zen, ayy. Talk sports while I'm riding to work. All the ops take a ride in a hearse. East Knoxville. Morning booming from 7 to 10, ayy. Morning booming from 7 to 10, ayy. Morning booming from 7 to 10.
Number 3 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. This batch of headlines is brought to you by SM Athletics. If you have any screen print or embroidery needs for your business, or maybe you're a team mom or team dad or a coach trying to get stuff ready for your sports team, give SM Athletics a call. You'll get excellent customer service and great products at a fair price. And you won't just be a number in the computer. Order number 643. No, you'll be a name and a company, a business, a team that gets cared for and cared about. Give SM Athletics a call today at 966-3434 or online at smathletics.com. Let's hit some Hour 3 headlines. Give me some more news, newsman.
Thanks, John.
You're welcome.
Latest bracketology. Tennessee slated as a number 5 seed, according to ESPN, Joe Lunardi. Bracketology. Vols slated to play number 12, Yale. Oh, God. Yale. In the East region with Duke, the 1 seed, Michigan State, the 2, Iowa State, the 3. What? That's a tough region. Is that accurate? Michigan State a 2, Iowa State a 3? I don't know. This is coming from William Patterson. Tennessee would be set to travel to Portland, Oregon, and would face the winner of Gonzaga and UNC Wilmington, theoretically.
Would you trade the number 4 pick, Sam, for Max Crosby?
Yeah.
Do you get Stills and Nash with him?
Not that it really matters, but BetOnline had us as the second.
I saw that.
The second team on the odds in terms of going out to get him.
I mean, would it be crazy to say that Jeffrey Simmons and Max Crosby is the best D-line duo in the NFL?
No, I think that would be. I don't think that'd be crazy. I think that'd be a no-dust statement if you got those guys together.
What about the Rams? Jared Verse and Byron Youngs.
No, Young's not on that level. Love Young and Verse, obviously.
That's
honestly,
disrespectful to both of those guys.
Yeah, I was going to say Verse isn't honestly on the level of Simmons or Crosby yet either. He might get there, but he's not there yet.
Okay.
That'd be kind of cool. You know, I was thinking about drafting Love at 4, and I was like, you know what? The Jaguars traded used basically 3 high-end picks to get 4 games of a cornerback that, is very average, like an average NFL player. They gave a lot of capital up for that, and they were able to still turn it around.
What would you give up for Khalil Mack?
I'd give Khalil Mack some money. He's my age, though. Isn't he my age?
Yeah, he's old.
He's 35, right?
Yeah, but the good news is he is set to play this season after mulling retirement.
I mean, I'd give him a little money. Sure, come.
9-time Pro Bowler.
I mean, he used to be really, really, really good. He's still somewhat effective when he plays.
He says he's going to play this year.
If Von Miller can play, well into his late 30s, even after a Achilles tear, I mean, Max got something left in the tank.
Khalil said, look, I done thought about retirement, and I done decided I ain't going to retire. I'm going to play with the Chargers. Chargers had hoped to re-sign him as they did last year. So how about that?
I'm very interested to see what type of free agent class the Titans are able to put together. I would think that a lot of good defensive free agents would want to come play with Robert Saleh. I do think he gets a lot of respect in defensive circles. Now, if that means we just get a bunch of San Francisco 49er cast-offs, I'm not exactly thrilled with that. But between the 49ers and Jets and just some players that he's targeted or, dealt with, I think we'd be a destination for defensive players to come play. Like if you're Max Crosby, I know you didn't play in either of those places, but you'd probably look and say, hell yeah, I'd like to play there with that coach.
I feel like they're going to be pretty aggressive, like just spending money on the defense and then
trying to hit the draft.
Yeah, just opening it up, kind of that board for the draft to maybe go get you Jeremiah Love or
Jeremiah Love at 4, Chris Brazzell at number 36 or whatever it is,
that's
37.
what I was going to say. Whatever top receivers on the board for the second round, maybe a corner if like Colton Hood's still there or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do think that it is interesting because there are 2 pretty good options that might still be there at the top of the second round that are from Tennessee. Like Colton Hood would fill a need, and so would Chris Brazzell. I'd love to have either one of those guys.
The Texans traded for David Montgomery yesterday.
That feels like a dumb move to me.
Why?
I just don't think of David Montgomery like that.
You've been saying that for years. He's still been good, though.
Was he good this year?
He's still been scoring touchdowns.
He was good this year?
I had him in fantasy.
Yeah, didn't you finish last?
I didn't have him this year.
Didn't you finish in last?
I didn't have him this year.
Oh, interesting.
Butthead.
Very interesting. Last place
in that league.
He is a touchdown vulture. The thing is, the Texans don't have a Jahmyr Gibbs to get him all the way inside the 5-yard line.
Well, if you believe that.
I mean, that's
you put it that way.
They don't really have Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and Laporta and Jahmyr Gibbs to allow Montgomery to kind of come in.
I mean, sure. Did you say that Duke was number 1 in the AP poll for a record 149th time? 149 times Duke has been number 1. That's impressive.
That number feels a little low.
149 times.
I would have thought it was higher than that.
Yeah, they also won the ACC. No surprise. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Jack Hughes, gold medal game-winning puck could be worth $1 million, say auction experts.
It's kind of crazy that guy doesn't get his own game-winning goal. I feel like that's something like Jack Hughes should just be able to have himself.
He doesn't get it?
He's saying they're auctioning it off.
They're saying it could be worth $1 million.
Wait, who's auctioning it?
Auctioneers.
Okay, but like, is it like who has it right now? Who's getting paid? Is what I'm asking.
Well, let's just read it. It might be worth 7 figures.
He might not have gotten it, Sam. Like I imagine when they scored, like just a dog pile happened. Who knows?
The puck that found the net on the golden
The Canadian
goal,
goalie might have just put it in his pocket and said, "Well, at least I'm coming out here with something."
I also heard an interview with him where like he just threw his helmet off, and I think it went over the boards, and whoever was interviewing was like, "That's going to be worth a lot of money that you're not going to get."
All right, read the story, Cody. What you got?
SCP Auction says it could be worth $1 million. It won't be for sale anytime soon.
Oh, so this is just them saying in the future this will be worth $1 million.
Actually became a mini mystery. Hughes tossed his stick and gloves and was mobbed by teammates. And
Right.
The biscuit vanished in the chaos. Oh, that's cute. Do you know they call it the biscuit? Do you know that's a hockey term? That's cool that they do that. I didn't know that. Well, learn something, huh? Honestly, I have no idea where that puck went, Hughes said. I don't know who has it. I sure as hell don't have it. Turns out the International Ice Hockey Federation had it secured and officially documented within moments of the final horn. The Hockey Hall of Fame has since confirmed the puck is in its possession.
Okay, so the Hockey Hall of Fame has it.
And will go display in Toronto any day now. But, yeah, these auctioneers saying that'd be worth $1 million. Camila Cabello releases sexy shots to celebrate her 29th birthday. Happy birthday, Camila. Good looking woman here. Familiar with her? Okay, moving along. Villanova will have to march on without Hodge. Matt Hodge suffered a season-ending ACL tear. Is that you yawning?
Your headlines suck, man.
You yawning? Well, maybe participate more. Kelly Osbourne, friends.
What was the one you just gave me before? Kelly Cabello. Whose birthday?
It was filler.
Camille Cabela's birthday. I don't even know who the hell that is.
It was space filler as I was finding my next headline. Kelly Osbourne's friends are concerned over her weight loss. This one's much better.
Is it?
Yeah. They understand she's grieving over the loss of her father, Ozzy.
Okay. Well, I mean, that is kind of sad.
But she's been losing a lot of weight.
Because when you said
unexpectedly.
When you said it, I was just thinking, about Ozempic or something. But they're saying she's just not eating anymore. She's just sad about her dad.
Yeah, she just quit eating, I guess. People are concerned. Josh Elander wants to get what he called the deer in the headlights look out of the way. And his team, he says, did that at Globe Life Field.
Hell yeah, they did. Let's go Vols. Big game today.
Yeah, what time we play today?
4.
I was going to say, I'd imagine it's 4.
Baseball today, that'd be fun, won't it?
Hey.
Whoop. That was an accident. Didn't mean to do that. Oh.
This guy's completely ruined the news. This used to be a segment where people learn stuff.
Well, we can't ever get in a rhythm. It's if
you start writing these down
to read, it's like if
Can you bring my laptop back if you're not going to use it?
That's my laptop.
No, it's not. It's a work laptop. Can you bring it back?
My laptop.
No, it was a work
you bought
laptop.
It for me as a gift.
To work? No,
As
I
a
bought
gift.
it. I bought it as your boss.
As
I
a
bought it
gift.
to give you
Yeah.
to work.
My boss.
If you're not going
That's
to
cute.
use it, why would I buy you a laptop as a gift?
Because you like
As
me.
a gift?
Because you like me.
What have you ever bought me as a gift? Like maybe one mellow yellow? Maybe.
I don't have a lot of money. I'm not rich.
I don't know if that's true or not. It sounds like you live pretty good. You live out down on the water. You got waterfront property. Hell, it sounds like you got things.
I am not rich.
It sounds like you got it kind of made. You think I just bought you a laptop?
I thought it was a gift.
As a gift?
It seemed like a gift.
It
when
was
you
to
gave
work.
me.
It was when you were working on the website, and it's when you're.
No,
yes,
it was well before that.
I don't think it was.
It was well before that.
I don't think it was well before, but it was.
It was when I came back to the show.
It was definitely centered around you having it for the show. and for headlines.
Yeah, that's what you wanted me to use.
That's what it was bought for. If you're not going to use it for headlines,
don't act like you bought it as a tool. It's not like you got me a hammer because we're hanging nails.
You think I just bought you a laptop just to give you?
I think just as a gift, yeah, just as a buddy. He said, "Hey, buddy, here's a laptop."
No, I bought it so you'd have it to work to make my life easier. This is not making my life easier. You having the laptop, leaving it at home, it's probably broken somewhere. He's probably pawned it off for $30 somewhere.
If you could just get into some consistency with these headlines,
If you
it would
could
go a lot better.
If you could get them to flow,
it's like when I have a lot of news, you and Sam sit there and talk about the draft for 15 minutes. But when I don't have a lot of news, you're silent.
You just can't
I
flow.
never know. Well, I can't flow with you. That's the problem. I need you to
because
flow
you have
with
to
me.
scroll through. I can't find this.
I
This from weeks ago.
I need you to flow with
I
me.
need you to bring the laptop.
We're
and
in a
stop
canoe.
Writing these down.
We are in a canoe. I shouldn't be in a. We're not in two separate kayaks.
Bring your laptop and map these out.
The
scrolling through bookmarks thing is not working.
It's part of
the drive has hijacked your news segment, and they do it
drive
much
sucks.
And they do it much better than you do it. I gotta say.
Oh yeah,
they're 4 and 4 and 5 and 5,
repeating the same things at both hours, and
it is left,
and also only having 4 things to talk about. That's much easier if you're just taking the 4 points of the day.
It has left your headlines in the dust.
Stop disrespecting.
They stole your They stole your
Stop
segment.
Disrespecting my.
But
headlines.
I will say they have
Nobody
done it better.
does it like me. Nobody does it like me.
Well, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree that no one does it like you.
And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. That's why people love it. That's why it's our highest rated segment. Billy Corgan says rock and roll didn't just fade, it was pushed out of the mainstream culture. What do you think about that?
When would that have been?
In the 90s.
Boy bands? Did boy bands push out rock and roll out of the mainstream?
Here's what he had to say.
Because I mean, like, we kind of quit making rock bands after. I mean, was it after Kurt Cobain died? Did that kind of, we said like, hey, we can't trust these guys. If you're a big marketing machine, were they like, hey, let's give it to these impressionable 17-year-old boys?
Courtney Love's the one they shouldn't have trusted.
Versus like these rock stars that are doing all these drugs.
No, he's blaming rap.
Okay. He says rap pushed rock out of the culture?
He says it was pushed out of the mainstream culture, is what he said. MTV suddenly decided rock was out, even though the genre was still huge.
See, I disagree with this. He's blaming MTV for this?
He said in the late 90s, this is Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins.
I understand what he's saying.
He said in the late 90s, MTV decided rock was out, even though the genre was still huge.
Metallica was huge at the end of the 90s and 2000s on MTV.
He's saying that's when it changed.
But they covered Metallica so much in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Early 2000s? See, that's when he's saying it.
When Metallica, that's when they sued Napster, and they were on there all the time.
He said he saw the gravity shift as rap took over and standards changed overnight.
No, the problem was they're still playing Limp Bizkit. They're still playing Blink-182. They're still doing all that. He's wrong.
He says rock sells massive tickets worldwide, yet barely appears in mainstream media.
Now they might have quit putting on the Smashing Pumpkins.
The industry purposely dialed down the ability of rock stars to have a voice, says Billy.
Now, okay, so to me, those are two different things. The industry versus MTV are two different things. Like, to me, I do not think it was an MTV problem, because MTV is where I started liking Blink-182 and Sum 41 and Limp Bizkit and Kid Rock. Like, those all got a lot of play in the late 90s, early 2000s.
I don't know who's to blame.
Stained was on there. I mean, they had rock on there.
I don't know who's to blame, but there definitely was a shift.
Well, they didn't put the Smashing Pumpkins on there. I will say that. Like, I remember the Sweet Dreams video or whatever, but that was pretty much it. But Red Hot Chili Peppers was on MTV all the time as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. I watched this graphic thing the other day. You ever watch a graphic where it's like a time span?
The timeline, yeah.
And it shows you like it takes like 4 minutes, and it's. Like,
I like the growth of
it shows the bars move.
Yeah,
it was
like
showing
those.
like the biggest selling artists from the 60s to now. And it was like, you do see a shift in there, like when pop stars get in, like the old bands go away.
If he tells me that it's like they went to boy bands and like pop bands like, Destiny's Child, Beyonce, if you want to say that, okay, listen, but rap, I'm not buying, unless he's just saying that Beyonce's rap, which
he might just be classifying it all together.
Yeah, like Eminem was obviously a monster in the late 90s, early 2000s, but.
Yeah, well, you look who came along. Jay-Z got big. I mean,
Jay-Z wasn't. But Jay-Z wasn't like a global superstar.
Biggie and Tupac were big in the 90s.
That was mid-90s. Yeah, that's wouldn't be when he's talking about.
But they kind of, would you say, set the foundation for those other guys to come?
I just disagree with his take of rappers. Again, like if he says pop stars, if he says they went with Britney Spears and Beyonce, okay, I'll listen to that. But rap, I'm not really buying. Because Kanye wasn't super famous until like 2008, 2007.
No, but rap definitely got bigger, right? Like in the 2000s than it was in the 90s. Is that accurate?
I don't know if that's accurate or not. Like,
I mean, because Eminem came along, 50 came along, Kanye, Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
guys.
but for those four, you would say that NWA, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem's also in the 90s, Biggie and Tupac. I mean, those guys were around in the 90s. I mean, those guys were huge stars in the 90s.
Yeah, I kind of
like Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg were 1994. I mean, those guys were huge.
But I wonder if that's part of like just setting the foundation and helping the popularity explode.
I think it's just the quality of rock music went away.
Well, I could agree with that.
Is that not more so the problem than the coverage? Like,
you know what happened? I've said this for years. They lost the role. It became about hard rock. It became bang bang. Like they lost the role, man.
Blink-182 broke up.
They lost the groove.
They said they were going their separate ways. Angels and Airwaves and all that. Like no one wanted that. But like Puddle of Mud didn't end up being a great band. You know what I mean? Like Nickelback didn't end up being a great rock band.
Yeah.
I think that's more the problem than the coverage.
It is strange though that there just hasn't been another one. Like that the idea of the rock band is just kind of dead, other than in some sort of an indie scene or just a club scene. You know, there's no huge rock band, like current rock band.
Is that true? There's no current rock band.
I mean, I can't think of one. Who would have been? Greta Van Fleet. I mean, they're not even like who's the biggest touring like actually active rock? Like obviously the Chili Peppers, if they go on tour, they're selling big, or the Foo Fighters or whatever. But I don't think there's an active band.
I don't know. Let's play some Tuesday trivia coming up next.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching for Fan Run Sports.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends, everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Chat, feel free to post your request for tomorrow's power ranking topic. Feel free to send that in on the YouTube. Bubba, keep an eye on it and see if anybody sends any good things in. We'll be looking for a power rankings tomorrow. We'll let the audience decide.
NASCAR drivers.
I prefer not to do NASCAR drivers, but hell, I guess we can if you want. Let's play some Tuesday trivia. What topics you got today, Sammy boy?
Topics for today: general, homophones.
What'd you call me?
You're going to say homicides.
Flags with 3 stripes.
God.
Country music. And the last team Hall of Famers played for.
Last team Hall of Famers played for.
What sport?
All sports.
Okay.
Okay, Cody, you won last time. You get to go first or second, whichever one you want.
All right, let's go.
Choke job by me. I've been thinking about that. Although I will say, I'm not complaining, Sam, because I think it was a fair point value. But I will say there was a lot of people in my life, and very few of them knew what the capital of Canada was. So I didn't feel as bad for missing that. It was a fair question. It was a fair point total, but it was not a common answer that a lot of people knew. It's something that we probably all should know, but like nobody actually knows.
I'll preface today by saying this one might be a little hard.
Okay.
Let's go with country music for 3, and the hope is that we're putting the O back into country here.
Country music for 3. What country music singer's father was a pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies?
Okay. That sounds like a sports question to me.
No, it's a country music question.
I've never heard that in my life. Do you know it?
I do.
Yeah. Well, at least you won't get the points.
You waiting for somebody to text you?
No.
He's on his phone over here typing. You wait. You Google it?
I'm putting my. You can see my screen.
No, I can't. You got that big ass thing in the way. You waiting for somebody to text you?
I do this every week. Stop trying.
Not usually in the middle of the question. You don't.
Stop trying to derail my thoughts.
You don't have any thoughts. You said you've never heard of it. It's like if you get it out of nowhere,
but
you're
I
going to get
might
accused of
think
cheating.
of it magically. I do that sometimes.
Can you put a timer on this guy, Sam?
10 seconds.
Garth Brooks.
Wrong. Tuck McGraw was his dad's name. Tim McGraw was his.
Oh hell,
John.
Okay.
They reconciled later on after they were both famous.
0 points for me.
Well, at least you didn't. Like you said, at least you didn't let me get it.
Yeah.
I'll do Hall of Famers for 3.
Hall of Famers for 3. What is the last team that Greg Maddux pitched for?
Phillies.
Ah, damn it. Last team Greg Maddux pitched for. I've got 2 in my mind. I've got my eyes closed, Sam. Don't worry. I'm not looking for your reaction. In my mind, there's the Cubs and there's the Dodgers.
In my mind, I'm going to Carolina.
I know one was before and one was after, but I don't know which was which.
James
I'll
Taylor.
go with. Give me the Dodgers.
Dodgers is correct.
Let's go. Let's go.
Please don't yell.
Padres was the team before the Dodgers.
Say what?
Padres was the team before the Dodgers. But
did he play for the Cubs before the Braves, right?
Yeah, he did play for the Cubs.
Yeah.
Homophones. That's like opposites, right? Isn't that what that is?
You know, you don't get to tell. You don't get to answer that.
Let's go flags with 3 stripes for 3. This is a terrible move by me, but we're going to try it.
Flags with 3 stripes for 3. What country is known as the Giant of Africa?
Okay, so I'm going to guess it's probably in Africa. What's the biggest country in Africa? I mean, you got the desert up north. You got South Africa. There's Egypt, Libya, Sudan, Chad, Niger, Congo, Mauritania, Ghana, Mali, Nigeria.
This guy knows a lot of African countries.
He does, yeah.
Angola, Kenya. The Giant of Africa. Does that mean like elephants are there maybe? So, all right, this is going to be wrong. It doesn't really matter what I say, though. Are they going giant for pyramids maybe, like Egypt? Or I'm going to go with the Congo.
I was thinking the Sudan is what I would have guessed.
Nigeria.
Oh,
I said Nigeria.
You did.
All right, 3-3.
don't worry, Bubba.
He slipped that one in real fast.
Give me general for 3.
General for 3. What city did the Olympics kick off in when someone shot a flaming arrow across the stadium to light the torch?
Man, in my mind, it was Atlanta, but like Muhammad Ali lit the torch. Like, was this not recent? Did somebody do this recently? I don't know this stuff, man. Let's go. Oh, this is all dumb. All right, I was thinking Atlanta, but I'm not going with Atlanta because I remember Ali he at least had the torch.
Take your time.
You've got some damn nerve. You know what? I'm going to go with, give me Rome.
Barcelona.
Okay. Do you just have the year on that? Was that semi-recently?
92, I believe.
Oh, that's okay. Interesting.
Let's go homophones for 3.
Homophones for 3. A basketball team and a term for a golf course.
I thought it was going to be like a Motorola Razor. Get it? Can you repeat the question?
A basketball team and a term for a golf course.
Okay.
Damn. Should have went with this one. I'm doing pretty good in trivia today. I know all the answers, at least a couple of them.
A term for a basketball team and a golf course.
3 out of 5. 10 seconds.
Five seconds. 3, 2, 1.
I don't know.
Links?
Links and links.
Damn. Links and links. I would have gotten that one right. Oh, shucks. All right. Give me. I'll try. Give me Hall of Famers for 4.
Hall of Famers for 4. What is the last team that Devin Hester played for?
Oh, God. Devin Hester. Man, I do not remember him on any team. I don't remember him on any team. Okay, vaguely I remember the New York teams. Jets, Giants, Patriots. Not the Patriots, right? Not the Patriots. That's Cordero Patterson I'm thinking of. Chargers. You know, my mind went to the Jets. I'm going with the Jets.
Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
3-0 going into 4.
That doesn't really ring a bell even after you say it.
We go for a 2 here, because then you'll try country music for 4, but will you get it? Let's do country music for 4.
Making her Opry debut in 1977, what year was Reba officially introduced into the Grand Ole Opry?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Who knows this? Got to get the exact year for a 4-pointer. You shouldn't have to get... It's crazy.
I prefaced today by saying
it's a 5-pointer. Plus or minus 5 years, 10 years. I mean, come on.
I mean, I gave
you want a 20-year window?
I gave you the year she first debuted.
It's ridiculous difficulty. I mean, it could be 78. It could be 79. It could be 82. It could be 83, 85. 1984.
86.
Yep, right. That's what happens when you got to nail the damn year.
Give me Hall of Famers for 2.
This is crazy.
The last team that Paul Pierce played for.
That would be the Clippers?
Correct.
Oh, because I mean, I know he went to the Wizards. Okay.
0 to 5. Let's go homophones for 4, since the 3-pointer went so well.
I should have went with last time. Damn it.
Homophones for 4. A social group and a military term for 1,000 meters.
A social group?
Son of a gun. I should have went with this one. Could have closed the door.
A military term meaning 1,000 meters?
That is correct.
Whoa, he didn't answer. Just a little joke.
Yeah, I'm not good at these. A social group. That could be a team. It could be a network. It could be a club. A party. A social group? I don't know what that means.
10 seconds.
Soldier running 1,000 meters. What is that?
5.
Boot camp?
4.
I got no clue,
3.
man. Let's go with a network.
I would have guessed clan.
I bet you would have.
A click and a click.
Oh,
Click.
okay.
All right, I guess you could. I don't know.
I was thinking like something that starts with a K, 1,000. That's where my mind went.
Tough day for me so far.
They spell click, Klick, for the
Okay.
military meters, yeah.
I guess maybe they just really like wrestling. That's what they called Shawn Michaels and like Triple H and Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. They were the clique. Give me homophones for 2. Those are fun.
A false god and a car running but not moving.
A false god and a car that is started but not moving.
Mm-hmm.
I know this one.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I actually do. And if you don't get it, I'll prove it.
A false god. I've never heard of anything. Stall is what my mind is, but stall. I don't. stall. I know that's not right, but
Cody?
Idle.
Ah, yeah.
Darn.
Yeah, that one was super easy. And all the goodwill I've built up just gone like that.
Okay, it's 5-0 going into 6.
What a bad miss that was.
5-0.
Idle.
Going into 6.
No, oh my God. What a terrible miss. What a moron. What is a stall?
Either way, we're going to need a 2 or a 4 to win. So let's just do country music for 2.
Country music for 2. Who is known as the coal miner's daughter?
Loretta Lynn.
Correct.
I don't think I can get
clap from Bubba.
I don't think I can get any flags with 3 stripes on them.
I wouldn't try it.
I've got to go general. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 11. So this is my last question of round 6. So if I get a 2-point general right, I can win with a 1-pointer next round if he gets a 5. Okay, yep. Let's go back to the House of Horrors. It cost me last time. I'll go general for 2.
General for 2.
I don't know any flags with 3 stripes.
What art form is described
God.
as decorative handwriting or handwritten lettering?
Calligraphy.
I don't think I can give that to you. Calligraphy.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, 96% of it.
I thought that strategy was going to backfire there. It should have, honestly.
That was just a misspeak.
Oh, yeah. Calligraphy, sure.
If I had to write it down, I mean,
5-2 going into 7.
You've got to be kidding
It doesn't
me.
matter. I'm not going to get this.
That was just a misspeak.
So if I get a 4, that would make it 6-5. You'd need a 2 to win. And all the 2s are gone except for flags with 3 stripes. I'm not going to get a 5-pointer. There's no doubt about that.
That was just a misspeak. That's sad. That's sad. Not on your part, Sam. Not sad.
I think
on
you would
your
have
part.
gotten that if you paused for like 3 more seconds.
Yeah, well, he's taking up all the damn time of the segment because you've let him go a minute and a half on all his questions.
You
So I was
should
trying to
have
make up
idled
some
that
time.
brain for a second.
Yeah, I should have. I just want to say that's pretty sad on Cody's part. It is.
You
It is
said
noted.
the wrong term.
It is noted. It's pretty sad, but it's fun.
That'd be
It's
fun.
fun.
That'd be like if Sam said,
It's
"What's
fun.
the third planet from the sun?" and I said, "Orth." It's wrong.
It's fun. It's noted. It's fun.
I don't.
Can you pick a question here, Cody?
Yeah, let's go general for 4. This would be a big collapse by you, even worse than last week's. But I probably won't get this.
General for 4. Mount Kilimanjaro is located in which country?
Nepal.
Tanzania.
Damn it.
Oh man, the geography got whiffed there. Oh no!
Such a confident answer.
85% of his personality when it comes to this is geography, and he blew it.
He's so confident in the
I was thinking
no.
Kilimanjaro was close to
He
Everest.
he thought he nailed it.
I thought it was close to
Oh no! That's a bigger collapse than I had.
I didn't collapse.
That was
I
put-
scored 2 points.
That was put right in your wheelhouse.
I just didn't really come.
You
to
had a
play.
meatball 4-pointer right down the middle, and you swung and missed.
I wouldn't have gotten Tanzania.
Wow.
Kilimanjaro is in Tanzania.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know where that's at. I wouldn't have got that.
I'll do Hall of Fame.
Isn't Africa by Toto? Don't they mention Kilimanjaro?
I don't listen to that stupid song.
Well, you've heard it.
Not all the way through. I don't think I've ever listened to it all the way through. I'm like,
I
this
haven't
is
listened
dumb.
to it in a while. But
Skip.
I don't think they do.
Skip.
Do 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 do.
I'll take Hall of Fames for 5. It's probably gonna be like a hockey one, but
Yeah, it is hockey.
Skip. Give me country music for 5.
It's a Jano Chara play.
Give me country music for 5.
Alan Jackson's single, It Must Be Love, peaked at number 1 on the Billboard country charts in 2000. Who was the original artist taking it to number 1 in 1979?
I mean, I know he copied all of George Jones' songs, but I don't think I've ever heard It Must Be Love by George Jones. I don't have the answer for this.
Don Williams.
2 points.
5 points.
It's a time and a half more than what you had.
I feel like John had like 17.
Yeah.
Well, I had Idol.
He did have Idol. That was a bad miss by me. And calligraphy, I mean.
Calligraphy.
Yeah, whatever.
Calligraphy.
Yeah, whatever. I misspoke.
That's a poor round by me.
You sold your soul. I remember that too. And just remember, audience, remember.
You can't get credit for that.
No, I don't want credit for it, but just remember next time Cody's like, well, it's close enough. Give it to me. Just remember that moment.
I would not have pleaded.
He got taxi, driver one time.
I said taxi driver.
No, you said taxi.
I didn't say toxic driver.
You said taxi.
Toxic driver.
I'm always on the short end of the stick here, but
You
just
won.
please note.
You won.
Please note the next time
Congratulations.
anything's questionable, I'm going to go letter of the law there. Just note the precedent has been solidified here.
It was a tough performance for me. I ain't doing them homophones again. I wasn't no good at that. Probably should have got Tim McGraw.
Bet you wish you'd have respected women's basketball now, huh? My Minnesota Lynx.
I should have got that one too. That was dumb. I couldn't think of anything. Sometimes you just can't think of nothing.
Literally, the only thing I know that a golf is Lynx. That's
and if I had thought of the word Lynx, I think I could have put that
I feel
together.
like for half the time of your question, you were wondering what a homophone was, not the answer either.
He thought they were opposites at one point.
I did, yeah.
I thought he was doing
Should got Reba too.
I don't think he should have gotten
That's
Reba.
a ridiculous question.
Yeah.
Should got them all right.
But
I agree with the Reba question being ridiculous.
But I can't complain about it because I missed those others. So.
And Sam was up against the gun. Tuesday trivia caught him by surprise. It's not like we do it every damn week, but last call on the other side.
Here at Fan Run Radio, we're not just some podcaster streaming from his mother's basement, but we're also not a bunch of mouthpieces on state-run radio telling you what we've been told to say. We're the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Hey, it's Russell Smith here for ECR Total Landscapes. I had the ECR crew out to my house last year to remove multiple trees on my property, and I couldn't be more satisfied with the work they did. Not only did they cut down several trees that were too close to my house, they also grinded the stumps and cleaned up the work site, leaving my yard looking better than before. Take it from me, if you've got a dangerous, overgrown, or storm-damaged tree that's threatening your home, your car, or your family, don't risk it. Do what I did. Call ECR Total Landscapes for a free estimate. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. 865-384-2012. That's 865-384-2012. Your local tree cutting experts. These guys get the job done. Check out their website, ecrtotallandscapes.com.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess. But isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game.
Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Little housekeeping there, Sam. Devin Hester's career did not end with the Ravens. He was released by the Ravens and did play in the playoffs for the Seattle Seahawks. So the Seattle Seahawks would be the correct answer there. Not that it mattered.
I just looked at his Pro Football Reference and saw the Ravens as the last one with 12 games next to it, so I just went with that.
Yeah. No, he did get picked up. Greg Max couldn't stay away from the damn Cubs, so he started his career there. But I remember him being there late in his career too. But yeah, okay, so he left the Braves, went to the Cubs 2 years, then he went to the Dodgers, then he went back to the Cubs, then he went to the Padres for 2 years, then he ended up with the Dodgers. He's bounced around, couldn't stay away. Okay, this guy didn't know Tim McGraw's dad was a damn pitcher. That's crazy. That's like,
do we still count that if you never logged any stats for the Seahawks?
He played in the playoffs for him.
I'm not seeing any stats logged for him.
You're probably just looking at the
ESPN stats page, yes.
And you're probably looking at the regular season and not the playoffs. He returned one kickoff for 20 yards and one punt for 5 yards.
You got me. You got me.
I wouldn't have got you had you not tried to get me. You were trying to get me as if I hadn't done my research, Bubba. You're not going to get me.
I will one day.
Very rarely are you going to catch me slipping. Now, if I'm just talking, sure. I'm not right about everything I'm just talking about. But when I come back after looking something up, I'm pretty good at doing that. I'm not going to correct Sam on a hunch. I'm going to verify, because that's what a reporter does. This guy doesn't know how to look up stats. He's just on the regular season. Doesn't realize there's a whole postseason tab. Swing and a miss by Bubba.
Only regular season matters.
People usually say the opposite. Only the postseason matters.
Oh, doesn't fit my narrative.
Well, I know what you missed just now, but what do we miss through the rest of the day?
Great question. We've got our starter. DeRosa sets the rotation for the World Baseball Classic. Logan Webb making that.
Logan Webb's getting the first start, or what are we talking about? Huh?
Well, now I'm going to question everything.
Well, I'm just asking. I mean, I haven't seen anything. I'm not trying to correct you. I just Logan Webb's getting the start in game one. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, Logan Webb to start game one against Brazil.
Okay, on Friday. That's when that starts, right? On Friday for them.
I believe so.
For America, the first game is on Friday against Brazil, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock on Fox. You have who's getting the ball in game two? Do you have that information, or just the day one starter?
Super Bowl game 2 against Britain, and then game 3 is going to be Steams against Mexico.
We should kick Scooble off the
Only 55 pitches is his limit.
And only
is
playing
what
for
they're
one
saying.
day. He's not playing for the rest.
Yeah, what's he even there for?
Vibes.
Yeah,
take up a roster spot.
Just wants to hang out with the boys. I mean, I get if he just wants to hang out with the guys, hang out with the fellas. Be like, hey, I want to. Where's this at? Where are they playing at? In America? Is it somewhere nice? Is he getting a vacation out of this? Japan. Well, not all of them. Some of these games are in Japan. Looks like America is playing their games in America to start with, I guess. But like, Japan is playing in Japan. Cuba is playing Panama and Puerto Rico. Then I guess they go to one big place after that, depending on the records and whatnot.
The semifinal in Miami, and final is in.
Okay.
But they play San Juan, Tokyo, Houston.
Oh, so yeah, he just literally wants to hang out with the fellas. It's not even like he gets a vacation out of it.
He's only playing for cool play. He's not even. He said he's just going to literally pack up and move after that.
Oh, he's not even going to hang out.
Yeah, he's pitching 55 pitches against Great Britain, and then he's just quitting.
And then just going home.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was at least going to like hang out and like be one of the guys. Oh yeah. What's he doing? Is his agent making him do this to like stick it? Was that part of his like arbitration hearing? It's like, I'm on Team USA. I'm a starting pitcher.
I'm a big Scooble guy, but he's flying down my list for this.
Do the rest of the Americans really care about this?
I mean, Paul Skeens is like fired up to play.
Paul Skeens comes from a military family, though, right? Like he went to Air Force. He was going to be a military guy. Like
he's ready to take it to those.
Yeah,
Japanese.
Yeah, he's ready to go. Okay. Yeah, it is a bad look for Scooble. I don't like him anymore. He can go to hell as far as I'm concerned. Paul Skeens is my pitcher. USA. What else you got, Bubba?
We've got former kickboxer / wrestler Jake Hager going to Power Slap.
So Power Slap's still a thing, huh?
Apparently so. And then the last news for me is going to be the Colts trying to figure out what to do with Daniel Jones ahead of the 3 p.m. Central franchise tag deadline going on. Apparently Minnesota really wants 2 of our quarterbacks, between Jones and Richardson.
You said what? People really want your quarterbacks?
Minnesota
wants Anthony Richardson?
They've been interested.
Do they not get their fill of J.J. McCarthy of just like athletic person who can't play quarterback?
Do you remember that clip though? Kevin O'Connell like going up to AR after they played the Colts, and he was like, "Hey man, like there's keep your head up. There's a reason you're in this league. You're super talented. Blah blah blah. Like people believe in you."
I mean, yeah, if you can get him for cheap. Now I would rather, if I'm him, just wait till he gets cut or something like, he's still
the Vikings aren't good at drafting quarterbacks, but they're good at getting the reclamation
cast
projects,
offs. Yeah, but he was a top 5 pick, so he's still getting a pretty nice contract. He's still making a pretty good salary. Okay. Good job by you today, Bubba. Feel better, friends.
Go Vols, beat the Cox.
Go Vols.
Go Vols.
Beat the Bucks. Beat the Bruins from Belmont.
Let's go Vols.
Woo! Did you say Bucks or Bruins?
We're playing both. Lady Vols play the Belmont.
Gotcha.
Then,
you got your bases covered. That's how you save a performance right there, Bubba. Good job. The Tony Vasilio Show coming up next.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. Fan Run Radio.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Smoky Mountain Brewery is the place to be for game day. From the moment you walk in,